So we are live. Apologies for the timer running out. We are busy setting up, and I think we're all just about ready. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm joined by Rob.
Hi.
And Peter.
Hello.
And Arthur.
Hi.
And tonight is going to be something a little bit different and a little bit special, because way back when, whatever year it was, I can't remember, when did Agricola first come out?
1823.
1823. So back in 1823, I was at Essen. Somebody tell me what year. 2007. Thank you very much, Brian. So Essen, 2007. I was there, and all the talk was about this new farming game coming out from some German game designer that not many people had heard of. I had, because I'd had one of his previous games called Bonanza, which I'd played and liked and was a fun card game. But there was a lot of talk about this new game coming out, and Agricola came out, and it was only available in German at the time. And it was like, do I really want to buy a game that's got 300 cards filled with text that's only in German? But all the talk was about this game being something special. So I went to the Lookout Games booth and I bought it. I think it was €30. And I came home with it. And Agricola, I think Agricola deserves the respect. I think it was one of those games that transformed the gaming hobby. It set the benchmark for a lot of future games. And it definitely had an impact on the gaming hobby as a whole. It did become the #1 game on Board Game Geek for quite a while. And it's an absolute solid game. Now, my personal opinion is that the games which he designed after this, such as Caverna, Fields of Arla, Feast for Odin, I prefer them a lot more than I do Agricola. I'll be honest about that, but today is the day where we're going to go back to Agricola. So this is a little bit of nostalgia. Agricola is still a very solid game, even though I prefer the later ones. There's something a little bit special about this. There are things about this game that I think have been done better in the other games. But Lookout Games were kind enough to give me a copy of the 15th anniversary edition. Now, I don't have the revised edition of the game. I have the original version of the game. And apparently the revised edition, they tweaked a lot of the cards, from what I know. Also, the original version that I've got was up to 5 players. And this worker placement game with 5 players was sometimes, I mean, with 4 players, it's going to be tough. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. This is going back to Agricola after not playing it in about 10 years or so. The physical game, anyway. There is an implementation of this on Board Game Arena, which is a fantastic implementation. So if you are interested in playing the game, it is freely available at Board Game Arena. Tonight, we're going to be playing with the A deck of cards. We are going to be playing with the cards. We're going to be playing with the A deck of cards, and I'm going to be doing something different. Scott's saying, is the irony of Paul asking when the original came out not lost on anybody else? Why is that ironic?
You're more likely to know than
yeah. I mean, there are a lot of people who have been only into the hobby for the last 3 or 4 years. You know, to them, Agricola is like, you know,
I'm a bit older.
In dim and distant past. Anyway, we're going to be drafting these cards tonight. But this afternoon, I came up with a crazy idea, which might work and might not work. I think the official rule is you're supposed to draft the occupations first, and then you're supposed to draft the minor improvements. What we're going to do is we're going to draft them both at the same time, but we're going to be drafting the occupations to the left and the minor improvements to the right. This might crash and burn. This might be a complete disaster, but that's what we're going to do. A couple of quick things just before we start, while people are having a look at their cards. This is not a sponsored video. If this was a sponsored video, we would have spent a lot more time preparing for it. This is just, we're playing this game for fun, because I wanted to go back to it after such a long time, and I convinced three other people to join me in this. We've all played the game a lot in the past. Rob's only played it once? Twice?
Long time.
10 years ago, probably with me. So we're going to be explaining a few bits about it, but this isn't a tutorial video as such. It is just more of a playthrough. And because it's not sponsored, a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. If you like the content that I create, obviously give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you're watching it afterwards. Keep an eye on us in the chat. See how we're getting on. Point out if we make any mistakes. And if you're in a position to be able to support me on Patreon, patreon.com/gaming rules. Right. Oh, Brian is saying, yes, it's on Board Game Arena, but it does require a premium account. Ah, right. Okay. Scott is saying this is the 15th anniversary edition, which was released at Essen. Therefore, the game is 15 years old as of last year. Right. Thank you, Scott. I hadn't worked that out. Scott's a bit cleverer than me. Right. We need to decide a start player as well. So can you each give me one of your meeples?
I lost my moose.
Start player gets no food. And then it's
I
2
can't.
for the next player and 3 for all other players.
Can we check?
Yeah. Right, start player.
Oh dear.
Yellow is the start player. You start with that. There you go. Right. Are we ready for drafting? Yes. Oh, start gets 2. All of the players get 3. Okay. Thank you.
All right, well, I'll stop looking then. You can't see it.
There's the food going.
Should be space for it. Here it is. There's a special space.
There is a special space.
At the top.
Arthur's spaces are upside down.
Am I the
You're upside down, Arthur.
You're upside down.
am I the start player?
You are the start player.
That's why I've only got 2 food. How unhelpful is that? Anyway, we've got to do the draft.
So
We are doing the drafting. Expect silence for the next few minutes.
I have the rooster.
So, what are these cards here for?
These are the cards I'm drafting.
Right.
These are the cards I'm passing on.
So we're doing an occupation to the left. Let's just look at them and see if there's, because you guys have been looking at the cards.
And not as hard as you might think.
Okay.
I saw one I liked, kept it. I'm unconvinced on the.
And obviously, if you've got some synergies, this is my idea of drafting these both at the same time. Is that you might see some synergies. Oh, the cost to build a minor improvement is in the top right. Right, I think. Oh, that's quite good. I'm going to take that one. And ooh, that's interesting. Each time you build a number of fantasy equal to or greater than the current round. What? Okay, I think those two combine together. Right. We should all pass at the same time, just so we don't get out of sequence.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Passing left.
So occupations to the left, minor improvements to the right. So put your selected cards somewhere on your board.
I've only ended up with 1 set of cards.
There.
Oh. So I'm looking in the wrong place.
Oh, I always like that card. Seasonal worker. I always like. If anybody in the chat knows what I said earlier, whether it's true or not, about the revised edition tweaking some of the cards, let me know if that's true. Yeah, that one. Each time you take an unconditional sow action. What's an unconditional sow action? I don't know what that means.
Well, it probably hasn't got an or.
Right, okay.
Be my guess. Bloody hell is a lessons action space.
There. what gets you the occupations. I'm going to take that one. So occupations to the left, improvements to the right. Kit says, got seasonal worker the first time you played and haven't since yet. Cards were tweaked and some worker placement spaces were renamed. All right, excellent. Thank you, Brian.
Right, so we're going.
Occupations to the left, minor improvements to the right. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems quite good. Oh, wow. That's a card I don't think I've seen before. Some of these improvement cards have got a little icon there as well. I think that means they're worth points. Yeah, they're worth bonus points. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that one. Let's take that one. And that one. Oops.
Was that the bottom one of that pile?
You should be passing 4 cards.
Right, so this pile went that way. Have you got it? With the worry is I've left one card behind.
Yeah, so you should be passing me 4 cards.
Okay.
There's only 3 there. Cool.
What's those two? Yeah, the only problem with simultaneous passing is that you end up in a mess if you're not careful.
Well, definitely taking that one. I'm going to take that as well. Oh, and we're also going to be playing with this extra bonus tile here. You see this one? There you go. It came in the game, and I figured, why not use it? It's just an extra space where people can go to an animal market or do a modest wish for children. Passing 3 cards. This is back to the original ones now, isn't it?
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. I think we have a reference to Tony Boydell on this card. 1 and because you're not going to play all of these cards, are you? You're probably only going to play 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
The different directions on the drafting is working fine. I think it's working fine anyway. The problem with drafting in one direction for everything is that you're at mercy of the player to your, the other side.
I suppose we could all draft all of one type first, and then
We could, it would
like
take
in the
longer.
opposite direction.
And I like the idea that you see multiple cards at the same time. Take that one, and then that's it. I'll say, I'm not saying that it's an official rule. I've never done it before. I think it worked. My last.
It is, yeah.
My last minor improvement, and that's my last. No, that's your last one. Right, we are done. So we should have a hand of 14 cards, 7 occupations, 7 minor improvements, and we are ready to start. So round 1, we reveal this card, and it is fences. So when you use this action space, you can build as many fences as you want. You pay 1 wood for each fence that you build, and now we populate these spaces. So that accumulates by 1 a turn, that accumulates by 2 a turn, and travelling players accumulates by 1 a turn. Oh, and the hollow. Oh, and the forest. Oh, there's more. 2, 3. Fish in the fishing pond, reed in the reed bank, and clay in the clay pit. There we go. I think we're all done. So, Arthur, you have the rooster.
Oh, right. Let's see if I'm playing up debate.
Any questions, Rob, before we start about any of these?
Not before we start.
Okay. So to play the occupations, you use one of these 2 spaces. To play a minor improvement, you use that space.
Yeah.
If you want to. You might want to do something else. That seems really good.
No, I think I'm just going to grab. Well, actually, there's also that other space that gives you a bunch of stuff. All right, I'll just grab this.
Grab the 3 word. Yeah. It's got so much text. I can read this. Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. That's a card I've not seen before either. Right, Peter, what you going to do?
I'm going to go here. First occupation is free.
First occupation is free.
So I'm going to have.
So, Rob, for your benefit, normally it costs 1 food to play an occupation on this from this space.
First one is
Scythe
free.
worker.
You want to read out what the scythe worker does?
When you play this card, you immediately get 1 grain. That's me immediately getting 1 grain.
Right.
In the field phase of each harvest, you can harvest 1 additional grain from each of your grain fields.
Yeah, the on-screen chat is stuck. There's a problem with the chat system at the moment. It's not working properly. Scott has said an unconditional sow action is any action that allows you to sow without limiting the number of fields that you can sow in. Right, okay, thank you.
We stand corrected.
I would have thought that would be an unlimited sow action rather than an unconditional sow action.
Indeed.
Yeah, so the chat quite often pauses for a bit and then eventually catches up. But it looks like this time, it looks like it's not catching up. So I will just go into the chat and just reset it by doing that. And
So you can-
that usually resets it, except it hasn't reset it.
Yeah, you can only do one thing, which
So
is
these are
minor improvements.
minor improvements, and where do you get to play minor improvements?
Not working. There. That icon there is minor improvement.
They've taken away
Right.
I think on the earlier editions it's actually said words minor improvement.
I think it probably did,
But
yeah.
Maybe I'm misremembering that.
But yeah, it's an orangish card. So right, where are you going to go then, Rob?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to play a card from
No,
behind.
he
did?
did
Oh, yes,
play
wait,
a card.
okay. Yep, yep. So I'll go to the
You take
play.
the stone, brick rather.
Yeah, on-screen chat seems to be completely broken. So where have you gone? You went there and got the 2-play. Right, so I kind of want an occupation as well. I mean, I can't play one of these. No, I can't play that. Can't play that. I could play that. Oh no, I can't play that. No. So I think because we're going to go round a second time, aren't we? And there's not going to be very much left to take. I'm going to plough a field. Right. Done.
And in the harvest, it's 2 food per adult,
Yes.
and 1 food per child.
Newborn. Somebody who was born that round, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use the more expensive variants.
Lessons. So it's normally 2 food, but your first and second ones cost 1 less.
There's 1 food. We accumulating food.
Food sick.
I'm going to play Conjurer.
Okay.
Each time you use the travelling player's space, you get an additional 1 wood and 1 grain.
Nice. 1 wood and 1 grain.
Yeah.
Is it strong?
I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
That might have been the first card I kept.
Is in fact the YouTube chart still working? Let's have a test.
So, Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, chat's not appearing on the screen. Oh well. Let me slide those cards out of the way. Don't need them.
I'm going to go to the resource market.
Yep.
Take
You get reeds, stone,
stones,
and food.
foods. Foods. Yep.
Yeah, the chat is really broken, isn't it? It's been temperamental for a couple of months now. I was kind of hoping that Streamlabs would have fixed it, but yeah.
Well, I think I'll go for the more resources.
Who would? Right, well, I am going to go to the meeting place. I'm going to take the first player marker. And I'm going to play my first minor improvement, which is an asparagus gift. So the requirement is 1 unplanted field, which I have. And each time that I build a number of fences equal to or greater than the current round, I immediately get 1 vegetable.
So it's more difficult to play later in the
I
game.
think.
The current round is 1.
Yeah, well, now 2. So that's the end of round 1.
Yep.
So workers come home. There is no harvest. We go to round 2. So this is the grain utilization space. So it's a sow space and or bake bread. So
So this would allow you to plant stuff in any ploughed fields you've got.
Mhm.
So you can plant a grain, and you can plant a vegetable, and then you add some extra stuff that you pick up during the harvest. And or if you have the capability of baking bread, you may bake bread. To bake bread, you have to have something which has the baked bread action, which is that, and that. Actually, so quite a few of them have basically anything vaguely oven-like.
So these are major improvements.
Yeah, and there's no ability to play major improvements as yet, I believe.
You need to be able to get the carrots and the grain before you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, to be efficient, you want one of each. Unless the sow action is more complicated than it's shown on that card.
Yeah, in a single sow action, you can plant any number of unplanted fields.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's any number.
So it's better than it looks on the card. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So for those people wanting the on chat, that's not working. The on screen chat is not working. If you want to see the chat, you'll have to enable the YouTube chat and see it on there. It's broken.
Right. We have to do the stock.
We do. So, get another wood there. Get 2 wood there.
I'll do the grain and vegetables.
Okay. 2 clay there. We need a food here. We need a food here. We need reed here. Clay here. And 3 wood here. Right. Okay, so I am going here. My first occupation is free. And I'm going to play... Which one was it? Here we go, the Hedge Keeper. So each time I take the build fences action, I do not have to pay wood for 3 of the fences that I build. I think that's what I want to do. But I can't use it now because that only allows me to build 3, and you can't build 3. Can you build it up to this or not?
Only if you've got a special there's a card that allows you to use your
Thing as a wall.
As a wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So normally you can't. Got it.
So you have to build a fence adjacent to the building.
No. You don't have to, but you can't use the building as a...
Yeah.
As a
yeah,
wall.
yeah.
You can build them wherever.
So to build there, you'd need four
I would need 4.
fences.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
my
my
recollection.
plan was to build the fences this term, but that's
So
not
I'll
going to
take
happen.
The brick.
Plough field.
Plough field, Mr. Plough.
Thank you.
There's a big here.
So your first occupation will cost you 1 food. What you going to play?
Use culinary artist.
Pop it to the right if you want. Should have
Yeah.
space over there.
So each time another player uses travelling players accumulation, you may exchange my choice of 1 grain, sheep, or vegetable for 4, 5, 7. 4, 5,
Say again.
7.
Sorry, I can't hear.
Each time another player uses the travelling players accumulation space, you can exchange my choice of 1 grain, sheep, or vegetable for 4, 5, or 7 food.
Wow.
Okay. So when somebody else uses that space,
Yeah.
you can convert stuff into food.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That does seem very good.
Yeah.
I've got a second one. That's a bit risky because I haven't got enough food to pay for my work otherwise. But
Why are you paying another food?
because I can build 2.
No.
Oh, first and second.
You can only
occupation.
build. You only
You
build
can only play 1,
Okay.
but
Oh,
your
I see.
first
Oh, I
and
see.
second
I
ones
see.
are
I see.
cheaper. Well, I'm going to go to the forest. Let's get some wood. So I can build some fences.
And I'm going to get the travelling players for it's hideously good for rub. So I get 2.
You get 2 food.
And because I've got the conjurer,
Yeah.
each time you use the travelling players accumulation space, you get an additional 1 wood and 1 grain.
That does seem very good.
Right, except
It's going to be even better
It's
when,
gonna be
for Rob when
horrendous.
he gets that up. Yeah.
No, I don't know what I'm doing, so
excellent.
I won't worry too much. It'll
Because-
help me.
Because that could be abused. Peter.
Formerly known as sow and or bake bread. Yes, so they've now called it grain utilisation.
Yeah, I didn't recognise the term.
Yeah, they've renamed some of the cards. Not quite sure why, but
So I can go here
you can.
and
You can put that in there, and you get another 2 on top. And if you had the ability to bake bread, you could now bake bread.
but I don't, so I can't.
You don't, so you can't.
Rob.
Fishing.
Yeah. Renamed it to make it sound more hip. Yeah, field utilisation would be better. Because some of that's vegetables. You went and collected a couple of reeds.
Yeah.
Right, that's the end of the round. So again, there is no harvest. Lucas come home. Reveal the next round card. So this card allows you to play 1 major or 1 minor improvement.
Red.
1, 2, 3. 2 clay in the hollow, 1 in the clay pit. 1 more reed there. 1 there. 1 more fish in the fish pond. Okay, quite tasty. Right. Me first. So, I think I'm going to build fences. So because of my hedgekeeper, I do not have to pay wood for 3 of the fences that I build.
Okay.
So I'm going to build 4 fences at a cost of 1 wood.
Seems good.
And each time you build a number of fences equal to or greater than the current round, you get a vegetable. There you go. So that is a pasture, I think. Done. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to build the fireplace, which costs 2 brick. How's that rep? Oh, it actually comes out. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it comes out and it just goes there. So the fireplace. So you can now convert vegetables to 2 food, sheep to 2 food, boars to 2 food, cows to 3 food, and when you bake bread, it is a grain for 2 food. Right. Okay. Oh, here's the points at the end of the game, by the way. Every family member you've got is worth 3 points. Unused spaces are -1 point. If your house is still wood, it's worth no points. If it's clay, it's 1 point per room. If it's stone, it's 2 points per room. And every enclosed stable is also a point.
Mm-hmm.
That's in addition to this. So
Right.
pretty much that's the end of game scoring there.
Okay.
Oh, ploughed field.
Ploughed field.
Rob.
So your first, so it's 1 food because your first one is free, but you've already got 1, so this costs you 1 food.
1 food. I'm sure I have a plan. So I've got one to get built then.
Right. Okay. So
Oh no, it was the wrong one. Sorry, I actually wanted this one.
okay. So you get the rooster, and you can play a minor improvement.
That's highly unsatisfactory. I didn't mind Paul being first.
Fire protection pond. Once you no longer live in a wooden house, place 1 food on each of the next 6 round spaces. At the start of these rounds, you get the food.
So you have to be in a wooden house when you play it.
Yeah.
But then it has an ability as soon as you no longer live in a wooden house. Right. Okay. Don't think that's going to work. Right. Do I want to go fishing? I mean, that's 3 food. It's quite nice. I am actually going to go here. It doesn't really matter. It's got we've all got occupations, haven't
Did
we?
not get his food back? Or you cost him the food anyway, won't it?
No, you need your food back. You didn't pay for it, did you?
You're right.
We did pay for it, but you didn't take it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to pay 1 food, and I'm going to play the seasonal worker.
I paid 1 for the fire protection point.
Oh right, okay. Sorry. So each time I use the day labourer space, I get 1 additional grain. From round 6 onwards, it can be a vegetable instead. Because the sheep haven't come out yet. The sheep are there. Oh,
What am I going to do? No, I can't.
so just to get the chat going, let us know what your favourite Uwe Rosenberg game is. I think I know which one mine is, but there's so many of them that I like.
Maybe I'll just get more wood.
If in doubt,
It's a lot of work.
it is.
You do need,
But you need 15 wood to build all your fences.
I will find uses for this wood. Worry not.
And you need 5 wood to build each room.
Yeah.
So,
Like many games of this I played when there was just insufficient wood available.
Yeah.
It's an awful situation to be in. I've now future-proofed myself to some extent.
oh, I could have got a sheep from there. Using that extra tile.
I wasn't going to.
Yeah, Feast for Odin is probably mine. Probably. But having played a lot of Caverna recently on Board Game Arena, Caverna is so much fun to play.
First and second cost 1 less, so that costs me 1
Costs you
food.
1 food.
I'm going to play the Lutonist. It's somebody who lives in Luton.
Oh, right, yeah. That Luton, London.
Yeah. Each time another player uses the travelling player's accumulation space, you get 1 food and 1 wood. Immediately after, you can buy exactly 1 vegetable for 2 food.
Not another one. God. Talk about disincentive.
That is really dissuading me and Arthur from using this space.
Yeah.
But that's what the game's about.
What, dissuading you and Arthur?
Exactly, yeah. I think that's the Agricola dissuading Paul and Arthur from using the travelling player space. It's the
does
subtitle of the
It
game.
does actually say it
Yeah.
on the front.
I
Yeah.
refuse to be intimidated.
So, okay, if I take clay now, I would get 5 clay in total.
You would have 5 clay in total.
And
Correct.
2 reeds. So
Correct.
that means I could then build a
No.
playroom.
As another action.
You'd have to
later.
upgrade
No.
first from clay from wood.
You
to
could
Oh, yeah.
only
But
build...
he could, but not quite now, do an upgrade action.
You'd have to
Which isn't
renovate,
available yet.
which is not available yet.
But it'll be
Renovation is somewhere here,
Okay.
where you convert your wooden house to clay,
Right.
and then you build clay rooms.
Yeah,
So you can
Okay.
only build rooms of the same type that your house currently is.
it's one of those 3
Okay.
turns.
But if you're saving up the clay to
Yeah.
quickly change to a clay house and then build clay rooms,
Yeah.
then great.
Okay. Well, in fact, I'll do that here.
Okay, you get 3 fish.
That was me hoping that would last all night.
3 fishes.
Thank
Is
you.
that it? That is it. Right, workers come home.
Paul, it's quite a good convention you use where you put the new stuff on there, and then when you think you've got everything, you then move it.
Yeah, I think if I'm doing it on my own,
Yeah.
I think I'll be all right.
All right, fair enough.
I think I'll be all right.
I'm go happy.
But that is in the rule book, actually.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they put it in there. So we revealed this space. So it's 1 wood there, it's 2 wood there, and it's 3 wood there. That's the easy
I'm
bit.
doing the wooden grain. Sorry, the vegetables. and grain.
Clay is
Or as Vicky calls it, the carrots and grain.
the carrots and the grain. 2 on there, 1 on there. Sheep is 1 on there. The food is 1 on there and 1 on there. And the weeds is 1 on there. And Rob, you're first.
Okay. You can't normally get vegetables until later in the game, right?
Vegetables will come out in stage 3.
I'd love that anyway.
Those.
Okay.
I'm going to take the day labourer space. I get 2 food, and because of my seasonal worker, I get a grain.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll use travelling players. Hateful. I get 2 food.
Ooh.
And I get a wood, and I get a green.
And then you two can do your shenanigans.
So I get 1 wood and 1 food.
I don't have any grain sheets or vegetables.
Okay.
Immediately after, you can buy exactly 1 vegetable for 2 food.
You have 2 food.
I'm going to need to feed my people, though, aren't I, in a minute?
There is a harvest this turn, yeah. And
So-
you need 4 food.
1 vegetable, 2 food. It's very tempting. I'm not going to do it. I've gone to all that trouble to get that card, and I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, well, I thought
Well, you got a food and a wood, but
So, let's go there.
have a rooster.
Chicken time. We're calling it a rooster and not a cock.
We are calling it a rooster and not a cock.
Okay, thank you. We'll avoid that entire
Yeah.
avenue.
If we carry on playing after midnight, we might do the after dark version.
Okay, I'm going to choose one of these to play. So if you want to carry on.
You're playing a minor improvement.
Playing a minor improvement, yes.
Is the cardboard major improvements part of the new anniversary edition? Yes. Yeah, they are. They are wood. They're cardboard tiles rather than cards, and they fit into a little display.
Template, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Either of those.
Yeah, the grain. Look at all that wood. There's so much of it.
Yeah, I know. Tempting, isn't it?
It is tempting, but I'm going to build fences, and I'm going to spend these 2 wood to build 5 fences because my first 3 are free.
Mhm.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I know what I'm doing. I don't. But because I've built a number of fences equal to or greater than the current round, I get a vegetable.
He's making good use of it, that's for sure.
Well, that's probably the only time I'm not going to use it again because I've only got 6 fences left. So maybe I could do it once more.
You don't give it.
Yeah, well, I've ended up having to play a minor improvement that's not that great because the 2 that I was going to play, one of them requires 3 fields. I've got 2. The other requires no fields. I've got 2.
I think you may have done that in the wrong order.
Oh, yeah. Actually, sorry. There was one that I was going to play, not that one. This one. 2 fields.
Right.
I've got 2 fields.
So what does that do?
Silage. In each returning home phase in which there is no harvest, you can pay exactly 1 grain, even from a field, to breed exactly 1 type of animal,
Okay.
which is quite risky. Okay, so it's at my go, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll go here.
Yep. 6 wood.
Collect some wood.
End of the round, isn't it?
I think that is the end of the round. So our workers come home. But then we have our first harvest. So anybody with stuff in fields takes the top 1,
Or in my case, the top 2.
top 2. Now everybody has to pay 2 food per worker.
There's 4 food.
4 food. And then if anybody's got animals, they can breed the animals.
No.
Done. Right. Stage 2 of the game. We are in round 5. So house renovation. If anybody wants to explain how that works.
Okay, so if you take that action that's just appeared, this one, you may spend 1 reed and 1 clay per room. I think it's per room.
Per room that you've currently got.
To upgrade a wooden house to a clay house, Or if you've already got a clay house, instead you can spend a reed and 1 stone per room.
So
to
as
upgrade your
we
house
are
to stone
now,
rooms.
it's 1 reed plus 2 clay to upgrade your house to a clay house.
Yeah.
It's not 1 reed per room.
Yeah,
It's only
1 reed in
clay.
total.
Yeah. You don't need more reed even though your roof gets twice
Yeah,
as
which
big.
is a bit odd, but
yeah.
I think I have done the population of spaces.
Okay.
Oh, and afterwards, a major improvement or a minor improvement.
Is that mandatory?
It isn't mandatory, but it's done afterwards.
Right, where are we?
Peter's go, I believe. 6 clay.
There's a lot of clay.
Yeah, it's a lot of clay.
A lot of resources on the
Scott's asking if is the massive box for the game necessary. I don't think it is. I think it could have been in a smaller box. And the box was a little bit disappointing. The insert in it for all of the resources looked nice, but just sort of fell apart. So I've had to glue that together with PVA glue. But even then, all of the stuff falls out. So I'm just going to put things in bags. He's only doing it. So yeah, you take 2 of those and put them over the top. So you've now got a clay house, which means your
thing triggers.
fire protection pond triggers. So what does it do?
I get food in each of the next 6 rounds.
Nice. Very nice.
Should we put it in that corner to show it?
Yeah, that's the normal thing to do, I think. Right. There's a lot of good stuff on the table right now. Including some sheepses, but also including some woodses. How much is there? 5. That's quite good, isn't it? Have I got any other improvements that I want to build? No, I've got. I kind of want to do that as well. Got 3 rounds to feed our people, so I need 4 food in the next 3 rounds. I'm going to go here and take the 5 wood. There we go. Yeah, the other bit that was a bit disappointing with the box is that it contains a nice big box for all of the cards with all of these really nice dividers, but it doesn't take sleeved cards. I mean, okay, it does take all of the sleeved cards that come with the game, but there are dividers for the C deck and the D deck, which I don't have. But if I picked up the C and the D deck, they now don't fit in the box if I sleeve them. And this is a game where I definitely want to sleeve the cards. So that's a bit disappointing. You know, if it's a sort of anniversary edition box, I think they should have made it so that it would have fit sleeve cards.
Occupation or a
Cost 1 food.
1 food. Each time you use the travelling player space, you get a build rooms action. Each build rooms
So
action
you really want to
take
use the
costs
travelling
1
player
reed
space.
less. Yeah, I mean, I chose my cards on the basis of doing that. Only to be
Gazumped.
gazumped, yeah.
Major improvement.
Oh, what's he
I
building?
have a clay oven.
Right, okay. Yeah, did you want to?
Cost of 3
Yeah.
clay and 1 stone.
Okay, and when you take the clay oven, you may immediately do a baked bread action.
Which means once
Yeah.
I can turn grain
Into 5 food.
into 5 food, which
Nice.
seems like a good thing to do.
So, Rob, you were doing a minor improvement from when you did
Yes.
your house redevelopment.
I'll just play this. Clearing spade. At any time you can move 1 crop from a planted field containing at least 2 crops to an empty field.
Right, shall I go again?
I'm going to.
Utilise your grain.
Yeah.
That goes on there. And you get 2 additional grain on top.
2 additional.
And you could bake bread if you can. Right, there's a few things that I want to do. But we are currently on round 5. I know I don't need to build the fences just yet. I can build them next round. Next round would be fine. So... Yeah, not going to do that, not going to do that. Right, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the meeting place. Could I have Randy the Rooster? And I'm going to play a hand plough. So I add 5. Oh, right. Okay, no, it's not quite as good as I thought. I thought it was get 1 field for the next 5 rounds. No, it's not. It's add 5 to the current round. Place a field on that round. Hang on a minute. Maybe I'll do something different. Yeah, I'm going to play a large greenhouse instead. So I add 4, 7, and 9 to the current round, and I get vegetables. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. They're mine. Right, that's me done. Yeah, you're right. I definitely don't need to sleeve this unless I'm playing it regularly. I just like sleeve cards. I find them easier to shuffle, and we're going to be handling them a lot. And we've all just eaten curry. My hands are covered in curry, so
I use a knife and fork, but I'm done.
We're all savages.
I think we're all done.
Are we all done?
That doesn't make sense. Who's starting player?
Peter
Yeah.
started.
Then it does make sense.
So yeah. So what did you do as your last action?
Took some wood.
Took some stuff. Right. Okay. So that is the end of that round. You come back. So Rob, you get that food. Going to round 6. Right, the basic wish for children. So this is how you grow your family. You have to have a room available for them. And then afterwards you get to play a minor improvement. Right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So 1 wood on there. 2 wood on there. 3 on there. 2 on there. 1 on there. 1 reed. 1 sheep. Food. And I think that is it. And it's me first. Right. 2 workers is not enough. But I think I know. Oh, no. No, the problem is... Oh, no, we've got another round, haven't we? Problem is, I have no way of generating food. That's the big issue for me. Don't have a fireplace, so I can't convert any animals. But I think I need to stick to the plan. So we're going to go and build fences. I'm going to build 6 fences, which costs me 3 wood. And because I'm building 6 fences on round 5, I get a vegetable. Why am I only building 5? No, I'm building 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. So all my fences finished. I think that might be the earliest I've ever built all of my fences in a game. But the hedgekeeper really helps with that.
Right. I'm going to the travelling players space.
Ding, 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 ding.
Food. I get, in addition, a wood and a grain.
Food and wood.
And in addition, every time you use the travelling player's accumulation space, you may get a build rooms action. Each room you build during that action costs you 1 reed less. That will build 2 rooms.
2 rooms?
There's currently no normal build rooms action on the board, is there?
There.
Oh, is there? Oh, okay.
So you get 2 more wooden rooms.
Yep.
Wow.
And what's that from? The house artist. The house artist.
Can I use a grain from there?
No. That's in the field.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
So you spent 10 food and
And
2 reeds. Nice.
Very good.
Very, very good. I think somebody will be going for a basic wish for children. Do I use thick sleeves? Yeah, I use Paladin sleeves. So they're like 80 microns or something like that. They're perfect. Best sleeves I think that I've used. All that lovely clay. And with all of that lovely wood. There's so much
Stuff.
So much lovely resources here.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that I want to do. So you can't eat vegetables. Is that right? Or can you for one food?
Well,
I thought you could.
Yeah, I can't remember, to be honest. I have a feeling you can, but I'm not 100% certain.
You can eat your vegetables uncooked. Grain and vegetables in your supply are one food each. So you can eat.
You say you've got no way of producing food. You've got an enormous empty pasture and you've got empty fields.
Yeah, but I have no way of producing food. I've been concentrating on my hedge keeper. He's been very happy with his sheep.
It's an amazing looking farm, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah, it's completely empty.
It's a model farm.
But there's a sheep market that I think the earlier that that's done. So they're going to grow here, aren't they? This is now available. This from round 5 onwards. That part is available. Oh boy. I mean, I can't really do anything up there. I was gonna go for that, but I don't have any stone. When does the stone come out? Oh, stage 4. The stone doesn't come out till there. At the moment, you're limited by that. Wow. So, and I can't go to plough because the ploughing space is already done. Do I want another occupation? Okay, well that's no good now, so I'm going to get rid of that card. That would be awesome. That would be really good. That's also going to be really good. Aha, that's a pasture, isn't it?
That is a pasture.
They are pastures.
Yeah.
I have 4
You have
pastures.
4 pastures.
Right, I absolutely have to play this then. Except it costs food. And I don't have food.
And it's not covered.
So you can eat these as if they were food, but you can't spend them as if they were food.
No.
Arg. So I'm actually going to go to the... Yeah, I'm going to go to the fishing space. And get the 3 food. Seems inefficient. That's what I'm going to do. Card 6, renovate and fences is last.
Arthur's breeding.
That's what that is.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's
Basic Wish for Children.
that one. Yep.
Well, this one's better, I think. You just get
It-
the person.
it
there, whereas
is.
Now I get to do a thing.
Yeah.
So I'll have a person, and I get to
Minor improvement. Yeah.
improvements, which will be the Oriental fireplace.
An Oriental fireplace to go
Yeah.
next to your normal fire.
No,
Oh, it
you have to
replaces
trade
it.
to trade in the fireplace.
Ooh. So it's basically a better version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I borrow your Oriental fireplace to cook some of my vegetables?
Most definitely not. I'd love to be able to trade your vegetables for grain. That would be really handy.
I'm going to play seed pellets. Each time before you take an unconditional sow action, you get a grain.
Yeah, I need more fields. Paul played this at GridCon with the Legendary and the X decks. Right, so where is the score pad? The score pad is around here. So I noticed this score pad, which means this copy of the game has been played at GridCon. So Paul, this is your scoring here. We've got a P and we've got an F. So this must be you.
The legendary and the X decks.
Yes, so the X deck is the one with the aliens in.
Yeah.
The Legendary deck, I'm not sure what's that in. I think it's got fairies and things
Watch
like
out!
that in it.
Watch out, cows!
Daniel is saying, I think you can convert grain and veg to food at any time. Okay, that's useful to know. Let me just see if...
Well, you can convert it. Pretty sure you can't.
Gonna take
Well, it could have changed, I suppose.
Might have checked, I don't know. Or I might just be misremembering it.
major improvement.
It does say grain and vegetables in your supply are worth 1 food each.
Yeah.
But it mentions that in the feeding phase. But if Daniel says that that's the rules, then that's the rules.
So I'm going to take that.
If it only says it in the feeding phase,
Yeah,
that suggests that you can't do it other than.
Yeah.
I agree. It's always been my understanding that you couldn't.
Yeah. If anybody knows whereabouts it is in the rules that it says you can use them as if they were
It's
food,
just
then let me
a
know.
cheaper version of that. It's the same.
It says exchanging goods, turning goods into food, and buying goods with food are all basically the same. You trade one thing for another. When buying things with food, we treat food as some sort of currency. So, sort of there. Yeah, there's lots of extra stuff in the appendix, but yeah, lots of stuff. Yeah, if anybody knows whereabouts it is. Okay, the legendary deck is not the fairy one. It's the one that has people from Lookout, Mayfair, and other stuff. Daniel says it's under the ploughing field section in an older version of the rules. Okay, well, let's have a look in the new version of the rules. Under the ploughing fields section. So that would be the cultivation section. Yeah. No, not sure where it is there.
You can if you've got like a fireplace that says at any time, like I have.
Yeah. Yeah, not sure. Not sure.
Because it would devalue the fireplaces and cooking if you could do that.
I'm just about to take that.
I'm sorry.
Well, off you go.
This is my OCD.
Blade here.
Yep.
Taking and buying this for clay.
Yep.
This is just a cheaper version of that. They're both the same.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. So you have the cheap cooking
Although
half.
it might not be worth the same on victory points.
Same.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Are we all done? We're all done. Right, you get food. We have round 6. This is the last round. Sorry, round 7. Round 7. I can't count. This is the last round before the next.
Well, there's a harvest at the end of this round specifically.
Yeah. Got all that wood. And another sheep. And another reed. I've done the reeds, done the wood, done the clay, done the sheep. Ah, we have a stone. So there is a stone. There's a western quarry. There's an eastern quarry here. That's what I got wrong. Right, Peter. Yep, so that can go there, that can go there, and you can bake bread. Except you haven't got any grain.
Yep.
So it's just one vegetable. That's it.
Okay. I'm going to struggle to make food this round, I think.
You got 2. Just need 2 more.
Yeah. So that's the only baked bread action, isn't it?
There. Yes.
Hang on. Sorry, hang on.
Hang on. What's he missed?
Each time you take an unconditional sow action, you get
Yep.
1 grain. Sorry. So I did have a grain.
Okay, which means
I
you
could
can
then
now
use
bake
to
bread.
bake bread. I did think about that
There
and
you go.
plan it, but then I forgot. So that's 5.
Okay, Monkey Unit says, page 9, grain and vegetables in your supply are worth 1 food each. So it looks like you can. Thank you for that. And on
Right.
page 10, it says, well, assuming we're looking at the same rule book, we might be looking at a different rule book. Oh no, it's here. At any time, you can exchange grain and vegetables in your supply for 1 food each. But you will get more if you do the baked bread action. Right, okay. So that's really good to know. So I didn't have to have gone there. I could have done that.
Yes.
What did I want to do that for? Can't remember. Lost track. Lessons,
Cultivator.
which does...
Each time you use a wood accumulation space, you may pay 3 food to plough 1 field.
Okay, it's expensive.
Actually, no, I thought it is. That's not what I wanted.
Okay.
Sorry, it was that one. Small trader. Each time you make a major or minor improvement action, play an improvement from your hand, you also get 3 food.
Right. That's... Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to do. It was that. But this isn't going to work. Oh, this is painful. It's going to cost me 2 food to play this card. That's going to leave me with
Couple of
1
rules.
food. Yep. 1 food means that I'm going to have 3 hungry people. Unless I eat all of these vegetables that I've been saving up. But this card is so good.
This is the thing about Agricola. There's so many wonderful
I've
things to do.
got to play it.
So many great things to do.
So this is the hay dryer, not the hair dryer, the hay dryer. Immediately before each harvest, I can buy 1 cattle for 4 food, minus 1 food for each pasture that I have. Minimum of 0. I have 4 pastures. Basically, that's a free cow.
So you can't not do it, really.
Oh, I can't not do it, exactly.
Not do a free cow.
No. So, there you go. I've got my hay dryer, which is a free cow. There, and there. With no way to cook them. Yeah, the problem is the food this round. That's the issue. Right, Arthur.
Right. I think it's legal, having just checked the rules. I think I can go here. I can chop up all of those sheep.
You can.
Or indeed, I could even not chop them all up. I could keep one in the house.
You can keep 1 in the house.
Probably should do. 3 dead sheep.
3 dead sheep.
Lamb chops all round.
9 food.
Lamb jalfrezi on the menu tonight.
In his Oriental fireplace. So that's Chinese chicken.
That's because you had the fireplace.
Chinese sheep.
Okay, so I've done something similar, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yep. You can automatically convert them.
Done. Right. I don't think we can really walk past that enormous pile of wood.
Oh, thank you, Monkey Unit. The 15th anniversary rulebook is online. Much appreciated. Yeah, that's a crazy amount of wood there.
Yeah, the food was more. The sheep, sorry, more important to me. With all these vast numbers of mouths to feed.
Hmm.
What am I doing next?
That doesn't make any sense.
So you two have got plenty of food now.
I've got 9.
No, that's
Plenty.
I'll sell you some.
I'll take the rooster.
Yep.
And I'll play a minor improvement from my hand, which generates 3 food.
Each time you take a major or minor improvement action to play an improvement from your hand. No, that's that, I think. Oh, no, it's not, is it?
It's a minor improvement, right?
I think so.
This is minor.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a minor improvement from my hand.
Sure. Okay.
It's the only place you can play it from.
That seems really good as well.
Yeah. I don't see how you play a
I'm
major
sure there was the
improvement.
rooster here a moment
Major
ago.
improvements.
There
You
was.
can go here.
Rob just stole
Yeah,
them.
but you can't play it from your hand.
No, you play the major improvements from.
This wording would imply you could.
It's oddly worded.
I get 3 food.
Yeah.
Okay, well, avoiding starvation for now.
Right. However, I'm not.
Yeah, I did fear that you'd grab all those. You had lots of fences to.
I had lots of fences. That would have been great. I think my only option is to go day labourer, which gets me 2 food, and I can with my seasonal worker, I can either take a vegetable or a grain. I'll take a vegetable.
Where do you get these bloody vegetables from?
They're over there.
They just come out of the ground. You just reach down and pull them out.
Sadly, I am not vegetable rich.
You'll go.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, I guess I could do that.
Three workers.
Probably should do actually.
Can a grey family again?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Because I have to feed it this turn. But
Yeah.
And I get another.
You get another minor improvement.
Well, while I'm figuring out which one, you can carry on, I'm sure.
Right, well, that's the end of the round. So,
Oh, okay. No, I've got another guy to play.
Yeah.
well, it's the end of the round. as
Arthur
far
with
as
his 3 workers.
we're all concerned.
I won't take my workers
Yeah,
back.
so you're waiting for yourself, Arthur.
Apparently.
You've only got yourself to blame.
So what turn are we on?
7 out of 14. So technically halfway through, but it does slow down a little bit, especially if people get more workers. I need a food generation plan from now on. So I don't quite know what that
Put that
is
somewhere.
going
I
to
cannot
be.
play it. Some play otherwise.
You got fences.
Yeah, but I got nothing to go in there. I've got no animals to go in them, and I've got no
Unfortunately,
fireplace or anything. More animals will appear.
Okay, so I'm going to play a paper knife.
Oh, is this the one that you read out earlier on?
Yeah.
Right.
So select 3 occupations in your hand.
Yeah.
Then pick one randomly, and then this gets passed, which I can play without an occupation cost, and then this gets passed on to the player on the left.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I reread this. It should have been there. It says each time you take a major or minor improvement, that's this. Play an improvement from your hand.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because that action is called major improvement, not
Yeah.
major
So-
or minor improvement.
All right.
I'll check.
Sorry.
I'll check.
I think-
That's what I was not sure about. I mean, I don't know where I check because, unlike his other games, the appendix for this doesn't have a list of every card.
So you're going to end up with that.
Or does it? No, it doesn't. House rules, team play. So the action space is called, this space is called meeting place, become the starting player, and afterward minor improvement.
Mhm.
Immediately take the starting player token. From this moment, you are considered the starting player. Additionally, you can play exactly one minor improvement from hand. The question is, and if anybody in the chat knows the answer to this, does the small trader trigger off the meeting place action? Because it says each time you take a, open quotes, major or minor improvement, close quotes, action, to play an improvement from your hand, you also get 3 food.
I think, yeah.
But there is no such action called.
This used to be called major or minor improvement.
Did it?
Yeah.
So maybe they've updated that, but they've not updated the card. Brian will know because Brian seems to remember the names for the original games. Yeah, the original cards.
Yeah, well, I think the intent of this card is that if you take a minor improvement action or you take a major improvement action, you get 3 food.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not well worded, but I think
It's
that
not.
must be
It's
the
not well
intention.
worded, is it?
Small trader, there are.
So
I would read, even as to my disadvantage, I would read it as only that, not that.
So, in the rule book, under minor improvements, it says when you take a quotes major or minor improvement action, close quotes. So it's in there as well.
I think you're right because that card used to be called major or minor improvement, and this is referring to that card. I don't think it's referring to generically taking major improvements or minor improvement because it's got quotes around major or minor improvement,
As if it's the name
okay,
of something.
Yeah.
meaning it's the
Yeah,
type.
it's not
the
two
title,
things, it's
the
one thing,
title
yeah,
of something,
yeah,
which is
I
that.
think you're absolutely right.
So
Peter should still have the.
are we saying that we found errata? If anybody in the chat knows, please let us know. But this is what we're
So
thinking.
you'll go in there.
Yeah.
So I have to randomly pick one of these cards,
There you go.
which is played for free.
Yeah, I mean that's in quotes and in green.
Great, it's that one. Right, I need a wood and a grain.
But also in green is the
And a
bake
ring.
bread action,
Yeah,
That's
bake
stone.
bread action.
which is not the name of the action. It's there.
Brick. What's that? Is that another
Yeah.
wood? Which-
Well, bake bread isn't a card, but bake bread
Is
is
an
a
action.
specific
But
action.
that's a specific action. That is the minor improvement action.
But it's not minor improvement. It's major or minor improvement, all in one set of quotes.
Yeah.
One thing, yeah.
Baz says either spot is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that. I think it's just
So I do have a star player.
the way that it's worded is a bit. It's trying to be specific and actually, yeah, it's quoting things that don't technically exist.
So it's always a danger when you change the names of things.
Yeah, wording it should be each time you take an action that allows you to play a major or minor improvement.
Yeah.
Right, is it back to my turn again? Or
So,
are we in the middle of something?
There's
I think we're going to say that, yeah.
As
BGG forum, yes, the card. Oh, right. Now, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Right, we've got different things here. So Baz says either spot is fine, and we know Baz. We like Baz, and he's normally right. However, Monkey Unit says on the BGG forum, the card is limited to the major stroke minor improvement spot on the board.
Well, that's what I thought because of the quotes
Yeah.
being around the whole of the wording.
If you didn't get the 3 food there, then that's a bug. I don't know what that means by
Well,
that's
that-
I was
well-
here, and I did get the 3 food.
yeah.
So we're saying
I'm
that
saying
you'll only get the 3 food
I'll
if
get
you're
it when
there,
you're there.
and if you didn't get it because it's a bug, that means you're playing the online.
The online app
BGA.
version.
So
Hmm.
we're not being moderated by BGA. So
Why is this here?
Well,
No,
we're debating whether Rob should get that or not, depending on whether
the
he was
question is
there.
whether
I think,
that.
or like, regardless of what people have said online,
if
I
that's
think
the
cards
BGG forum.
on reflection is clear, right?
It's
And
clear that
in
it should be
favour of the
that to me.
BGG.
Okay, so it's a forum on BGG that was in response to somebody playing it on Board Game Arena. And somebody was saying that on Board Game Arena, if you didn't get the 3 food there, then that's a bug. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll make a decision. I think give it to Rob. Like, let him have it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, it's not clear. And if anybody knows afterwards, if anybody can find any more rulings on it, let us know.
So
But for
Rob's,
now,
Rob's got the loose.
yeah. And it's back to Arthur again.
Hooray. Look at my lovely edifice I built now. I've got a broker.
Nice.
Yeah, I must
Yes, who has stuff for sale. Mostly I don't need it.
You have to take it in order, don't you?
Yeah, that's Python at the top. Right, I've got one guy left. What is available? There's a little bit of wood.
So you have to give food to a grocer to get wood. Something, right?
Yeah, but on the promise that if you keep giving him food, he'll start giving you nicer stuff later on.
I guess I'm probably tending towards picking up the clay.
Oh, Scott's put a link in there. Thank you very much. Michael's also put something in there. Small card, a trader qualification. There was a thread on BGA about it. Key part of the card being each time you take a major or minor, i.e. a spot that offers the choice of either. So it wouldn't work for the meeting place. Sounds like it's an issue. Okay, thank you very much, chat. We're going to undo it then. That's all right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll get my
Done.
cock back.
Done. Decision final.
Okay, I believe we've all done.
I think we have.
Yeah. You were the
So
last
we
player.
return. I'm going to need to find 2, 4, 6, 7 food this turn.
Well, we do the harvest first, so people with field with grain and vegetables in get them. And then I'm going to have to eat 3 food and a vegetable.
I
Do I get
spend,
anything for this?
spend 7 foods.
That comes out.
That's cool.
Top
I
one.
get
Okay.
2 grain from that one because of my scythe worker.
Oh, and animals breed if anybody's got animals or anything.
Big market.
Arthur would have, but he killed them all.
I've got an animal.
It doesn't
It's
breed
a
on
bit
its own,
lonely.
There's one per the whole structure, not one per room, isn't it?
They don't breed on their own. Arthur, what you have to have is a mummy pig, a mummy sheep, and a daddy sheep.
I am aware of that. I might have slaughtered less of them if I could have kept 2, but apparently I couldn't keep 2.
Right, sheep and pigs. Any other accumulation spaces that I've forgotten? I think we're good.
Good show.
So round 8. Right, I need a new plan.
So we just moved to here. Oh, you give me my food. I was going to ask where does it come from. I have to have paid for food. My workers. That's right, isn't it? Because we had a harvest just then.
Well, I'll stop looking at that space.
Interesting. So on the Play Agricola website, the small trader is worded differently. It is worded the way that we think it works, which is each time you could build a major improvement. Oh no, sorry. Each time you could build a major improvement, if you build a minor improvement instead, you get 3 food.
Well, that's different again.
That's the way that it's worded on there. But yes, we played it correctly.
I think so.
Right. Who's got the rooster then? You got the rooster and you went to the reed bank.
Peter's got the rooster.
You're ploughing a field.
He went first and did his action.
He took the reeds.
Yeah.
He took the reeds.
I'm now on my action. I'm going to
So the reeds have all gone.
and I'm going to.
Oh, you've got a funny, weird anytime ability, haven't you?
Anytime you can move 1 crop from a
Oh, I
plant.
just realised we can't see some of your stuff, Rob. Can you pass me the remote? I'll just zoom out a little bit.
So at any time, I can plant. I can move a crop from a planted field containing at least 2 crops to an empty field.
There we go. Let's just move them so we can see them.
But actually, that's irrelevant because I can move that into there, right?
Oh, well,
Right.
you'd have to take an action to move that into
so,
the field.
But I can do that anyway because of
If
that.
it says any time.
Anytime I can move a crop.
Anytime you can move 1 crop from a planted field containing at least 2 crops to it. Nice. Okay.
Very nice.
Because that means then they'll both come out rather than only one of them coming out.
Right.
In the harvest.
They'll
Yeah.
both be empty.
Then
That's
they'll
fine,
both
then
be
you
empty,
replant,
which means
won't
you can then
The
sell
nature of
them.
farming.
Yeah.
Plant, they grow.
But if I had 2 in there,
You only put 1 in there, you're going to get 2 back. In fact, you will have got 3 back in time. Over time.
Right.
Exponential growth, you see.
The reeds have
Yeah.
gone.
Excellent.
sounds good. I'm a bit slow today. I think I said that right.
What am I going to get? What am I going to get? So we've got 2 more rounds before the next feeding phase. So
This round and next round.
yeah, that's at the time I need
To spend your
some way of generating food. Oh, hang on a minute. I forgot to get my cow
another cow.
from the hairdryer. I'm going to buy a cattle for 0 food.
Very nice.
Yeah, that does seem very good. Right. Where are we going to go? I mean, there's lots of wood out.
What are you going to use it for, though?
Well, expanding my farm, but somebody's grabbed all of the reeds.
That was you.
Yeah.
Reed debugger.
Um,
There is somewhere else you can get reed.
There.
Yeah, okay. Only 1, though.
hmm.
No one's been there this game. I don't think.
I don't think they have.
It's that good a
I
space.
have.
Oh, okay.
Did you go there in the first turn?
I went there in the first turn
Yeah.
to get my hands on the stone that I could then use to build the clay oven with.
Can't plough a field. Somebody's gone there.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
And there's only 1 plough field action space, which is crazy. In a 4-player game, there's only 1 space for ploughing fields.
That's why in Caverna
There's a
2
few.
or 3.
Yeah.
Lots of different ways of doing it.
I think we're going to go here and just collect this wood
Oh, hamburger.
because I'm going to need it or something.
On fire night.
Yeah. Oh, apparently in the Pro Agricola streams, food is highly contested. The Reedstone food is a highly contested spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We obviously don't know what we're doing then.
Well, I might go there next, but I wanted the wood first.
Yeah, but this isn't the pro Agricola street.
No, this is the amateur Agricola night.
half-wit Agricola
The
night.
not played it in 10 years game.
15 years. In my case.
Yes, you went where I wanted to go, obviously.
Yeah, there are loads of cards that help with ploughing. Yeah.
Oh, we'll just have to do
Like this one, which I haven't played yet.
We'll just have to do this the hard way then, I guess. Go here and pick up a poultry 3-wood.
Yeah, but you do have 4 workers.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be. Indeed.
Here he goes. How many are you building?
3, 4,
Have you got the 15?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have got 15.
Got
But
3 houses, 3 rooms, or you want to build some stables as well?
You may not have
Six.
enough reeds. There's got 6 reeds in there.
I haven't got 6. I've only got 5.
Oh,
reeds.
okay.
So I'm going to build
2 wooden
One,
houses,
two,
2 wooden
four.
rooms.
2 rooms.
How many stables do you want to build?
They're 2 each, aren't they?
And they're worth a point at the end of the game if they are fenced in.
But they're useful, not being fenced in, for being able to store.
Yeah, so I
animals
think.
in one
Am I
at a
right in
time.
thinking that one shed
Can
on its
take
own
one-
can take 1 animal of any type?
That's right.
Well, that was the rule in Caverna. Oh, no, you can only take a pig in Caverna.
Yeah.
No, that is the rule. I'm pretty
In
sure
this, yeah.
in this, unless I've remembered it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. So 3.
3 stables.
Right.
All them lovely resources.
Either that or build loads of fences, but I had the reeds, so I thought I might as well.
So, what does so do for me?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
The fields have to be
So
empty.
you
Fields have to be empty.
Right, but I can bake bread.
You could bake bread if you wanted to.
Okay. And to get these out of the field,
They will come out here.
At the end of next round. Next turn.
I just need some food, you see.
Fishes, day labourer, travelling players.
For now, I'll go to the resource market.
Oh, that's where I was going to go.
But it's pro strategy.
Pro strategy.
Well, suddenly become a pro.
Exactly. Can't you tell?
Yeah. Because I need the reeds. That's quite weak. That's quite weak. That, though, is actually not too bad. So we will go and to the meeting place, grab the rooster.
Quite
We're going to play a hand plough. Add 5 to the current round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get a field at the start of that round.
Nice.
That's me done.
Painfully carrying on, I'll have another 3-wood.
Is that the end of the round?
No,
I mean,
I've got,
Arthur's got a million more workers.
Has everyone else run out?
Shush you.
Okay, I will at any time spend a food. I might want to do that actually. I'm not sure if I need the extra, but right. So we're going to go and build fences.
Yep. How many fences?
1, 2, 3,
It's
5,
very rustic, your
6.
fence building, Arthur.
So I don't actually need that. Well, I could put one there. There's an advantage at the end of the game having 4.
Yeah, so the number of pastures that you have,
Gets
if
you
you've got
victory
4
points.
or more pastures, that's 4 points at the end of the game.
Okay, so I will
Yeah,
stick.
3 pastures would be 3 points.
We'll stick with the expenditure. Right, so I need. So that's what I've done. Oh, and I'll get to do something. I'll sort this out. In a minute.
Yep.
What am I going to do? A last guy. Oh, I know.
Travelling players.
No, I've spent the reason to go there would be to build another room, and I've spent no wood on
Right.
fences. So I don't really want to do that. I guess I'm looking at picking up the creature. Well, yeah.
Animal market. Buy a cow.
I think having a sheep.
Yep, so you get a
and
sheep and a
is
food.
better than a sheep, frankly.
It is.
So I think I'm done now.
Right, okay, so end of that round, there is no harvest. You get that, I get that.
Okay. On each returning home phase after which there is no harvest, you can play exactly 1 grain even from a field.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
To do something special.
To breed exactly 1 type of animal.
You can't breed because you haven't got any animals.
Breed exactly 1 type of animal.
Yeah.
You can't breed though. You have no creatures.
So breeding. Oh, I've got to have. A mummy,
You've got to have animals.
mummy
To,
sheep
yeah,
and a daddy
yeah,
sheep.
we've been through
It's
this.
pretty basic.
There you go. Right. Populating the board. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's the wood done. Stone. We have a stone on here. Reeds. We have a reed on here. We have some workers that need to come out.
Oh yes, sorry.
Other work.
Clay.
One of my workers is missing in action.
Clay. Sheep. Sheep. Pigs. Pigs. Cows. No. That's it. That's all the population. That's how you can get vegetables now. Right. I've got the rooster. I've got 2 workers. There is a harvest at the end of this round. I've got no food.
It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Well, you've got a cow, which you can
I can what? I can't eat the raw cow. I don't have a cooking
Can't
hearth.
pull bits off it.
I would need to go here and then go there. And that would then allow me. But I kind of don't want to kill the cow. I want to keep the cow. So, I mean, again, I could eat the raw vegetables if I really wanted to.
Did you not get to buy yourself a free cow?
That's
With
only in
your
the
hair-
harvest.
With your hair straighteners.
It's only in the harvest.
Oh.
So before the harvest, I can
Okay.
buy a free cow, which is actually great because then they'll breed. So that's actually pretty good. But it seems really inefficient to just keep using the day labourer space. But I need a better way of converting. I'm going to need a fireplace. So I think we're going to have to go here to the hollow. Desperately need a fireplace.
Some of them bigs.
nice.
Yeah. Monkey Unit says breed the imaginary unicorn. Absolutely. Definitely.
So if we go there,
I'm still missing my moose.
And you can play a minor improvement.
minor improvement. Minor improvement.
So what round are we on? Round
Be
9.
this one.
This one. From 9.
This is the only card I can actually.
So that one
play.
requires mummy and
No, it costs me a food.
No, he puts one worker there, and then he puts
Oh,
the child.
right. Thanks.
It's just a convention. It's specialised in the rules.
Kind of, yes.
You could do it. Anyone.
It's wearing a hat, but it's only a
You
baby.
could do it otherwise. It's prevent you accidentally using your new worker.
I mean, the production quality of this is very nice, isn't it? It
Yeah.
looks beautiful. I mean, I remember the first edition, which I've actually got, where the people were just discs of wood,
Yeah.
and then
Likewise.
there were cubes,
Yep.
weren't they?
Yeah,
Everything was
likewise.
Yep.
cubes. And
I've
I,
still got that in the attic.
and I bought an upgrade
So did I.
pack from from somebody, which was metal
Oh
animals.
no.
Metal
Wood-
animals.
metal
Oh,
animals,
okay.
yeah.
Because the Annie Meeples came out the year afterwards, I think.
Yeah.
You could buy it as an €8 pack of little Annie Meeples.
God,
And the
€8.
veggie meeples.
€8 went a long way in those days.
It did, yeah. I bought a house for €12 back in the day. So I don't think I have a choice. I have to go here. I have to buy the fireplace. Cool. and I can also do nothing else now. That's it.
Okay, so I go there, buy 2 sheep. One of them sadly didn't make it to the farm. Straight to the abattoir.
Shocking. Shocking.
3 food.
Yeah, there were stickers for the discs. No food on the pond. Did I forget to put food on? Apologies, I think I forgot to put food on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I just did all of this. I forgot to put the food on. Thank you, Sergio.
We've gone baby crazy.
Well, that's why I used this extra tile, because I think in a 4-player game,
It's not
having only one family growth space is not enough.
Yeah.
I can't eat that grain, can I?
You can for
You
one
can.
food.
One food.
You can exchange it for 1 food at any time.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take a risk then. Try and get ahead of the game a bit and build rooms.
You still got a wooden house? No, you don't. You've got a clay house.
I've got clay rooms.
So 5 clay and 2 reeds. I'm done.
Yep. 2 stones, pretty good. Got no storage space for stone.
It's because you put your clay in the stone space.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's the caverna coloured stone.
So
Yeah.
you've got a blind delivery driver, that's why.
Back to me again.
I'm just going to go and have a cough outside.
Yeah.
In that case, I have time to ponder my 4th and hypercritical placement. So is this harvested around? It is, isn't it? How much food have I got? 8. 6, 7. So there is an argument for picking up some more. So what triggers when I go to the travelling players?
You trigger my culinary artist,
Which lets
means
you-
I can trade grain for food. And you trigger
Eaters?
something or other.
What would I trigger if I went to travelling players?
Oh, I just get a food and a wood, and I can spend 2 food to get a vegetable.
You probably would.
I might do.
What do I get out of it? I get 3 food, and I don't get to build a room, but I get a wood and a grain as well. And I do need more food. So, all right, we'll go there. I get 3 food. Triggers travelling players for those interested, and I get a wood and a grain.
You can convert that. More food, nice.
Ah,
And which card's that? Is that the...
That is the culinary artist.
Yeah.
If it was a vegetable, it'd be 7 food. But
Wow.
much
Okay.
other than that. Vegetables.
Yeah, having more workers in this game is crucial.
being able to feed them is even more crucial.
Yeah.
Right, so we're at the
It's me.
returning home
That's you. That's
phase
right.
now. We must be, because I was the last. So I'm going to need to find 8 food. And Peter's going to need to find
So they come home.
odd number.
Immediately before the harvest, I get a free cow. Because of my hairdryer.
So I need to spend 8. 3,
And I'm going to convert
6,
those 2 in my fireplace.
8.
That's the 4 food that I
And
need.
then we feed them. So we get
Mhm.
we harvest
And then
from the
breeding.
fields,
So I'll have
and then we feed. It's in the order, isn't it? We get stuff out of the field and then we feed.
Yes. And then you breed.
Okay, if you
actually I will kill. Will I? So I'll breed a pig.
Flossie.
Breed a pig. And then I need to kill another one of these. So I'll kill another one of those before this all happens for 3 food, and then it breeds. These 2 breed. So another 3 food.
You're looking a bit nervous.
Oh, what's in your stables?
Right, have we all done the harvesting?
Yeah.
We've all fed, bred.
Yep.
Right, next round.
Yeah.
Food, round 10. Round 10. Right, population. One of those. 2 of those. 3 of those. Stone goes on there. Reeds go on there. 2 clay, 1 clay, 1 sheep, 1 pig, no cows, 1 fish, 1 travelling players. I do apologise for my coughing. I've been ill for the last week, and it does get worse in an evening. Right.
Who's got the?
Oh, and another stone over there. I have the Rooster of Power. Right. Well, I've got options now. But to be honest, 2 reeds is 2 reeds. Yeah, I'm slow off the mark here with this.
You have three cows. Pretty impressive.
I do have 3 cows, which is worth some points at the end of the game. And if I was desperate enough, I could cook them on the fireplace. Oh. Did we draft the professions and the minor improvement? Yes, we did. We did a strange draft that I came up with the idea of this afternoon, and I think it worked.
Each time before you take an unconditional sow action, you get 1 grain. Let's remember to do that.
2 workers is not enough at this stage of the game.
They're nice, these pieces, but they're slightly too thin to get your fingertips around them. Especially if you've got ancient fingers like mine. And then, hang on.
Okay, oh, sorry.
How do I? And I can bake bread.
Yep.
So bake bread.
One of those for 5.
No, sorry, Rob.
So, wish for children. Oh, and minor improvement.
There is a space later on that lets you get children without having
Yeah,
extended your house.
it's stage 5.
Mile plough field.
Field stake.
Oh wait, can I undo that?
Sorry, the baby's already been born.
Yeah,
Rob.
we've kind of moved on and played 2 more turns.
I haven't finished doing
Is
it.
it? Baby's been born. You can't kind of shove it back in.
It wouldn't have changed what I did.
Normally.
Don't be telling us how we run
Peter?
things around our way.
In Rob's neck of the woods, it's different. Well, my go, is it?
You've only had 1 action as yours.
I apologise for that.
Oh, somebody's just picked up all that wood, haven't they?
Somebody, yes.
That
Well,
was
has
me.
gone to the forest.
And hoovered up all that wood.
When I did that, I should have taken one of those wood. That's my work certificate.
Okay. Is there any more cards that I want to play, or am I happy? I was planning to build the well. I think next time I play it, I'm going to go with the Monkey Unit Pro Agricola thing, because that does get you the stone. And that stone early on can get you
It's about 6 buildings.
some good stuff over there.
Well, that's where I got my clay oven.
Mm.
Once, the other thing that I've learned from earlier games of Agricola is, however pathetic it seems at the time, just getting some grain in the ground
Yeah.
in early on is just massive.
Wow. This seems very specific. Each time you use a lessons action space, you get 1 vegetable in each of your fields that has 3 grain in it and no vegetables. So I have to have a field with 3 grain in it, and then whenever I use a lesson space, I get a vegetable at the bottom of the.
Yeah,
It's the heresy teacher.
I saw
Seems
that.
a bit odd.
And I thought, how often is that going to happen?
It seems very rare.
It looked a bit odd to me. So
Although,
don't
if I
quite
had that
understand.
now, I'd be getting kind of vegetables by the ton.
Yeah, I don't think I want to play any more of these.
I'm going to get this. But the difference being that I have money to pay for the minor improvement that comes with it.
Just realised they got really, really good.
Other than asparagus knife. In the returning home phases of rounds 8, 10 and 12, you can take 1 vegetable from exactly 1 vegetable field. You can immediately exchange it for 3 food and 1 bonus point.
How do you track the bonus
Get
points?
some vegetables in.
Yes.
Is there a way of tracking bonus points, or do we
You just do it at the end.
write it on the thing? Yeah, but you've got to track them
Oh.
during the game. I don't know what it says to track the bonus points. Bonus points, here we go. Some cards provide bonus points, which you must note on the scoring pad at the moment you get them.
All right.
So there are no counters for bonus points. I would probably use like fairies or something.
Fairies.
Yeah, why not?
Now, there's 2 things I wanted to do. I can't remember what one of the 2 things was now. What was the other one?
Main player space.
Yeah, that was it. Obviously,
These aren't the cows you're looking for.
no, maybe it's a did last round. Okay.
Whose goes it? I think it is you, Arthur.
Is it me? Oh, it was
I
Ross.
think so. Rob's got no workers left.
Well,
Me to take 2 goes then, yeah?
No, you should take
Peter's
one.
Oh,
got,
Peter's
yeah.
got one. Is it?
You two have both got 4 workers each
Oh,
now.
Peter's got 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were breeding like crazy over here. The lights in the old town kind of went down and then came back up again.
We're in a non-harvest turn. That is correct. Okay.
We are.
I'm going to go here. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is handy because that's all. Yeah.
All of the rest of your
Mm.
things.
All bottom rings. You can't go through wood in this game, can't you?
Mm.
I'm going to move the sheep, move the pigs. Oh, and then it's Peter.
I'm going to go here and pay 1,
1 food for 1 occupation.
and I'll have an animal dealer.
Is that like an arms dealer?
Well, no, this guy, he kind of on the street corner, you want to buy a chicken.
3 for a pound. 3 for a pound. Go on, what does it do?
Every time you use the sheep now, this is interesting because there is an additional tile called the animal market.
Yeah,
Each time you use the sheep market,
which is that. Specifically that.
the pig market,
Yeah.
or the cattle market,
Yeah.
which has yet to be discovered, you can buy an additional animal of the respective type for 1 food, but it does
Yeah,
not
so
say
not,
animal market.
not there.
So it could be that they intended to update the
Yeah,
wording,
no, I think that's specifically that, or that.
but they haven't done so. So I would agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. Back to you, Arthur.
I remember what the other thing I wanted to do was. We just go there.
Aha. So this is the card that is going to give you points at the end of the game for clay.
Yeah. And you can also eat clay, which is counterproductive, I suppose. Job done.
Okay.
Peter, last action of round 10.
Right. Well, this is interesting because I'm going to try and get a bit clever here. I know. I'm going to go here. No, I'm not. I'm going to go here.
Mhm.
Pig market.
Get a pig.
So come here, Mr.
Oink.
Porky. Oink. I'll put him in there. You can do a bit of truffle snuffling. And do we have to lie the pigs down on this side as well? No. Now, each time you use the pig market, you can buy an additional animal of the respective type for 1 food. So 1 food,
Why not?
I can have another.
Has
Oh,
to
you can't
in-
go there.
No, can't go there.
So they're not allowed near each other, but
No.
they can kind of look at each other mournfully across the field.
They can
like
meet
that.
up on a Sunday afternoon,
They're not allowed across that line.
for half an hour of
However,
quality time.
despite the fact that they're not allowed across that line, at the end of the turn, something physical might be happening that nobody's allowed to see.
I'll turn the camera off.
And now I think we're done. No?
Does this game come with black and pink ball pieces? Nope, just black.
You got something else you're triggering?
No. No, that's it. That's it. That's
So I think
it.
we're returning home.
I think we are returning home. Anything happen in the returning home phase?
Right. Don't look, anybody. This is. Oh, this is. Is this a harvest phase?
No.
No,
It is not.
it's
Thank you.
not a harvest phase. So I can pay one grain, even from a field. Not in this case. To breed exactly one type of animal, and now we can. We can breed. We can do some. Get some serious pig action going on over here. Let's put that one there. We can all wink at each other mournfully.
Pig and cow. Food. Food. Right. Oh, and the cattle market is out.
Excellent.
Right, the restock has happened. What's the cost of that cooking hearth? No cost if you return a fireplace.
Yeah.
Right. So oh no, I don't want to go there. No, it's there I want to go. Rats. Is anybody going to go here this turn? No, because everybody has the right number. Nobody can use that space. So I'm safe. We're all good. I can go and get myself some wood instead. Although this is really inefficient as well, isn't it? Oh, there's a harvest this round.
Yes.
I ain't got any food.
Well.
Oh, but I've got the fireplace and I've got the thing and the thing and the thing.
And you've got cows.
And I have cows. So I can get food if I need it. That's fine. Yeah, it does seem really inefficient to go and get 3 wood. Do I really need to play this? I'm not sure I do. No, maybe I won't. Maybe I'm just going to do this and not bother with the... in fact, I might use this. I'll use that just to use the space up. So nobody else can use the animal market. Done. First action.
Give me some of that ploughing action.
These look pink. There you go, have a plough.
Well, they're just slightly creamy.
Slightly creamy colour, yeah. They're not quite the pure white that the reed is.
Peter, you're on.
Yeah.
In fact, I need 5 food this time.
Trouble is, if I go there, someone's going to think I'm going there. Just
I might not bother with that. I think there's other things that I can do instead.
The only thing I can play. I could do that. I know what I want to do, but there isn't really a very good way of getting there at the moment. So, sorry. It's all been going really well so far, and now suddenly I feel as though it's all just suddenly run out of steam. let's.
Hmm.
I think I am going to have. Sorry, I
Yeah.
am going to go there.
Right.
Because I can spend 3 clay. Yeah, a fireplace, which is what I needed to have.
Okay.
Now, can I bake bread? I can't, can I? Not when,
No.
when I buy it?
No.
Not unless it says so. No, that's when you take. See, it says at any time you.
All right, this one says when you build this
You get a
improvement,
free
you
baked bread
so
action.
This one doesn't say
Right,
that.
Correct.
Yeah, at any time you can do that.
Yes.
But on a baked bread action, do that.
Okay.
So I could, if I went there and did baked bread, I could bake bread with both if I wanted.
I believe so.
Um,
I don't know if there's a limitation on the number of grain you could
how
bake.
much bread can you bake?
Not clear to me.
So,
So-
there's 2 on here.
Getting 2 more grain on each. And you can bake bread if you don't have any grain.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry. Immediately after that action, I do that because
Well, you actually nick it from a space.
yes,
Yep.
each time after I use an action space, I can take 1 building resource from an accumulation space with at least 4 resources on it.
Nice.
I should have taken one of those wood last time, but I forgot.
Okay.
I'm not going to forget again.
I'm going to go to the day labourer, which gets me 2 food and a vegetable.
I think you've changed my mind about what I'm doing, Peter. I was going to go and grab that.
I waited a bit too
Stuff.
long to get extra workers.
It doesn't feel profitable now. And so instead, I think I'll grab some more sheep.
If I go here,
Mhm.
I get the rooster back.
You do?
I play the paper knife, and then randomly,
Well,
Oh,
no,
we've had that
you
paper
select
knife
3,
before, haven't
yeah,
we?
it goes around. So you select 3, and then randomly from that 3.
Is it free to play?
Yes,
Yes.
it's free.
Okay. So you've chosen 3, and then I randomly pick one of them.
Yeah.
And you can play that
and I
for
play
free.
that for
And
nothing,
then Rob gets.
and then Rob gets that.
So you play it now for free.
That's what he does.
Okay.
Frame builder. Each time you build a room or renovate, but only once per room oblique action, you can replace exactly 2 clay or 2 stone with 1 wood.
Just goes to my hand.
Yes. One more card to worry about.
And then here
And then I've had a go.
all your pigs, each with their own house.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
They've got their own team of servants bringing them oats on a silver plate.
So you can't do this without doing the first bit.
Yeah.
Let me just check.
Well, it says and. It doesn't say.
It says and after.
This says and or. This says and.
House redevelopment. Let's see where it is. You may only build a major improvement or play a minor improvement if you renovate first. You are not allowed to renovate your house twice in a single action.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
it's
Seems
it is
clear.
one renovation, and then after you've done that, have a vegetable seed.
No idea.
I'm done. Back to you, Arthur.
I suppose I could pick up some bricks because you can eat them after all.
You can. I assume thematically that means you've made some nice things out of clay and you exchange it to other people for food.
But I
Rather than
probably built a superior grain storage thing out of clay.
Okay, all that, yeah.
This is how I rationalise it. God, dear. I could renovate, or rather, I couldn't. Oh, I could renovate.
You have a read?
I can't renovate. I've not got enough bricks. Reeds are a solvable problem.
Have some clay.
Yeah.
Right, Peter.
Right, let's get into cattle.
There's the cattle market.
What do I want to do that for? No. Sorry, into cattle we go.
Are you paying a food to your animal dealer?
I am going to pay a food to my animal dealer to get another one, but
Where
unfortunately, something slightly sad is going to have to happen to Mr. Trotter. 2 food for 1 pig.
Okay. Plenty of food there. Rob, your last worker. It's an interesting curve because you get more workers as the game goes on, but there's more spaces.
Yeah.
I don't have any more.
Oh, struggling placing the last guy.
Yes, it's a city that's got so many workers.
Remind myself, I get travelling players. I get a little bit of food. I get a wood and a grain. I could not build a room. In fact, actually, I've stupidly not left myself room to build another.
You haven't, have you? Oops.
Oops. Okay. That was stupid. That makes it even less. It was obviously deliberate to disincentivize myself from getting the travelling players. Is this audible? Oh, actually, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't really need the read.
You need the read to renovate.
No, I've got to read anytime.
Oh, okay. Right.
In fact, I've got, in a sense, 2 reads, but it's a bit expensive. That's pretty poor, but I'll take the brick. I think.
Take the 2 clay. Yep. Peter. Peter, no fences.
True. No offence.
No fences, Jackson. Arthur 2 sheds. Go back a bit.
While you're thinking, I'm just going to try and get the chat working on screen. So bear with us a minute. It's going to go black. Let's turn the chat off. On again. See if that works. Who knows what's up with it?
Well, I think.
Thank you, Scott. Oh, it's working. The chat has started working again.
I'll go here. Spend a
For
food.
another occupation. I mean, we did say you weren't going to play all of them.
And I'm going to have a harpooner.
Okay.
I think he's going to get busy in the fishing pond.
Is there any chance we can shuffle your stuff over? Because we can't quite see all of your cards.
Okay. My harpooner, every time I go fishing,
Mhm.
I can also get 1 wood, pay 1 wood to get 1 food for each person I have and 1 reed.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep.
Which I should have done last time because I went fishing.
We all done?
Yeah.
We're all placed.
Harvest this turn.
Workers come home.
Find 8.
And then first of all, it is the harvest phase. So I'm going to get a cow for free.
Prior to the harvest,
These grains come off.
I will kill the sheep.
The top one. Yeah.
Sheep dies for 3 food.
Spend one of them.
And then we need to feed. So I'm going to convert those into 4.
You need 8.
And then that one with my food.
And 8. And
Good job.
that's space for that. And then breeding.
And then breeding.
of sheep.
Okay.
And
So what's the maximum number of cows for the maximum number of points? 6.
the pig, please.
Wink.
Mine go.
You want 6 cows.
Yeah, which I'm going to get.
Easy.
Easy. I'm going to get
7.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Because I can buy one with my hairdryer.
Yeah, I'm not sure having more is helpful.
Well, no, I then get rid of them for food. So that might be my food situation sorted. Right, Rob, you want to take your workers back?
Yep.
And then we're going to stage 5 of the game. I get a vegetable. Let's start populating the board
Urgent wish for children so we can breed without
without having a room.
having a room.
3. Okay, stone. One on the western quarry, one on the eastern quarry. Reeds. Clay. 2 on the hollow, 1 on the clay pit. Sheep. Pigs. Cattle. Fish. Travelling place. Okay. 3 rounds left. That's your 5th person, isn't it? That's it. You're done with that now.
Leap bread out. Oh, it was a harvest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a
I
harvest,
should
yes.
have done some of this.
Rob's gone on there.
I take 2 because I've got a card that does that.
Did you get a pig?
Yes, and I killed them and ate them.
You
So
can't.
I've got 5 food.
So let's see how you'd have 2 pigs, because you'd either have 3 pigs or 1 pig.
No, I had 3 pigs. I killed one. I've now got 2 pigs.
But then they would breed.
No.
Yes.
They did breed. I had 2 pigs.
So it's harvest,
But you
Yes.
can't. You can't.
then
kill
feeding, then
Yes.
breeding
Yeah.
in that order.
Yeah, that's what
So
I
you
did.
can't use the food from the dead pig to feed.
I didn't.
Sorry, you can't. In that's okay.
I had the food. I fed my people.
Yeah.
I then did the harvest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have done the harvest first.
So I did the harvest.
Yeah.
I fed my people.
Yeah.
I bred my animals. I had animals that I couldn't keep, so I slaughtered them.
You can't slaughter the
You have to do it
newborns.
before the breeding phase.
You have to do it. I
Yeah.
didn't appreciate that, so I don't get those 5.
Well, you could have done it before the breeding phase.
Well, then I wouldn't have been at the.
But then
Well,
you
you
would have been able to
breed.
breed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So you could have slaughtered the 2 pigs in order to then be able to breed the cow. Or in fact, just slaughter one of the pigs. You slaughter one of the pigs,
Why didn't the cow breed?
then you can breed
Oh,
the cow
cows-
because there's no space. You've no space for
Okay, it's
pigs.
got no space for a cow. Okay.
Right.
So
I
if you were
could
to
have
slaughter a pig to get 2
slaughtered a pig.
food, then the cows could breed.
Right. Okay. Got
So
it.
at least you've got some food.
So this game
So
does
I'll-
get head
I'll
in
do this.
sometimes.
Free
Sequencing is
food.
very specific.
Yeah, Nito is asking about this is what the overview of the stages card is. So it tells you that in stage 1 it is these 4 cards, but you don't know the order. And then in stage 2 it is these 3 cards, but you don't know the order. So they're shuffled and placed face down at the start within the stages.
A semi-randomizer.
Yeah, but the stage 6 card is always the farm redevelopment card, which I can't remember exactly what it does.
No, but I'm sure it's very important.
It's let's have a look at it because I can't remember
It's
what
probably-
it is.
Plant sow and.
It's renovation
Okay.
and afterwards build fences. So for those people who haven't built fences yet,
That'll be your last chance.
that might be what they're doing. There really isn't much play about, is there?
There is not.
Right. What are we going to do? We need a new plan. What you going to do, Rob?
Yeah, well, don't know.
I assume you're going to build fences at some point.
Because it's negative points.
Well, if you don't, yeah, you're going to get negative points for all of the empty spaces, and also pastures do get you points. So yeah, if you don't build any, it's massive negatives.
-1 for each field.
Yeah. Plus, if you don't have any pastures, that's another -1.
Right. Oh dear. Didn't think about that.
But there's lots of wood there. And me and Arthur are not going to build any fences now.
Not legal to build any.
Yeah, I do have the Through the Seasons expansion, which I am keen to try. I never actually tried this. It came on a postcard.
Oh.
So the first year after the game came out, Lookout Games had they gave that away as a postcard, and I've never actually used it.
I have a feeling I've got this somewhere.
But yeah, it has seasons and you can do stuff.
Or was it with Farmers of the Moor?
There's Farmers of the Moor as well, which is I've never played it, but it is known as a very good one.
Does so do anything?
No. Same as last time.
Sorry, I did that. I did that. I used an action space. I should have taken wood. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to forget again.
I'm gonna build a stone.
What is this? Doing
Okay.
this? Any action?
No, I'm not. Because I don't know. Play it.
After you use an action space.
Just read the symbol there.
Well, oh yeah, the only constraint is the number. Okay. That's hideous.
Oh, no, I've totally messed up then in that case.
So you could get like 4 or 5 extra resources a turn in a limiting. Unlikely, but yeah.
Unlikely.
Yeah, maybe it was
It's-
like
it's
I've lost
food
any
resource.
kind of autonomy in this game. I've just got
Well,
to
you've still got 3 rounds.
stay in it.
Still got things you can do. I think I'll be able to do something rather weak, but it gets me a point. In fact, it gets me 3 points. Right, Arthur.
Damn you, Mr. Grogan.
What was you going to get there?
Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, I have other things I can do, but
You have backup plans.
I have backup plans. I should perhaps instigate a backup
Backup plan.
backup plan. Which backup plan is the more urgent, though? Yeah, probably.
3 stone is nice for various things that you can buy.
Those 3.
Go on the 4.
I'll have that one.
So is that every time you place a worker?
Every time you place it takes an action, you can steal from a resource space
Each
with 4 or
time?
more space things on it.
After you use an action space, any action space.
That's what it says. I mean, it's hideous, I think.
Oh, but it costs you 3 occupations to play it and a food. Okay. Should be renamed. Thief Baggins.
But it's not as useful as you think because I can only take.
You can't take any more now.
That's it.
Yeah.
You only had 2 free resources this round.
Oh, yeah.
The poor thing. How awful for you.
A lot of the cards do seem really, really good, but then when you look at the cost, the requirements to play them.
Difficult to get them into play.
I've got a 2x2 fenced enclosure.
Okay. You spend 10.
Thank you. 2x3. Yeah. Is that what it says?
How am I going to be able to get any more grain anywhere? That grain is actually getting me net 2 points. I think we're just going to sow the vegetables. Yep. Is that the first time you've taken the rooster?
Yes. Whole game. I will play a bucksaw. Because that's what you get to do, isn't it? Yeah.
Minor improvement, yep. What was that do?
Every time I renovate, I can pay a wood to get a bonus point and a grain.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to go here. Actually, am I going to go? Yes, I'm going to go there.
2 fishing.
Because I get 2
And
food.
you've got your harpoonist.
Because my harpoonist gives me an extra 5 food and 1 reed.
If you spend
1 wood.
That's really good, isn't it?
So 1 wood gets me 5 food.
5 food and a reed.
Yeah. Good reed. Just 1 food short of being able to feed my growing clan.
Is it feeding this round? It's not. No.
No,
Okay.
thank
That's
God.
fine. Yeah.
You've frightened the life out of me.
Where is it? There.
Done it again. I wanted them pigs. They were my pigs.
Wait.
What a meanie. Like someone
Oh, the well is 4 points. Yeah, as well as the food costs. As well as the food income, it is worth 4 points.
But the food income is not much.
No, exactly. That's. But at this point, 4 points is 4 points.
Is good, isn't it?
What does
Yeah.
it cost? A wood and 3 stone? Is that what it?
Yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah. So what was plan E? Oh yes.
Plan Z.
See that? Not really, but needs must.
2 reeds is 2 reeds. Feel a renovation coming on.
Got to do it sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
Is it necessary?
Points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think a wooden building's worth
Nothing.
nothing. Clay is worth 1 point per room, and the stone's worth 2 points per room. Is my recollection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you get 3 points per dwarf, which is why he's been building loads of dwarves.
Okay.
Not dwarves, not Caverna.
Not Caverna.
Farmers.
Farmers.
There's lots of farmers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur.
You're done. You're done, Arthur. Your last one.
Yeah, I'll house renovate. Requires a
So
reed.
1 reed and 4 clay.
4 clay.
Flip over all of your. Well, no.
Can't
There
fit.
you go. Have 4 clay rooms. And did you say you get a bonus whenever you renovate?
I think I do.
You can pay 1 wood
That's
to get a
okay.
bonus point and a grain.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, that's right. I just thought that, didn't I? So we'll do that.
Yeah. So we're going to use this fairy as a bonus point. There you go. So that's a bonus
I'll
point.
get a grain. And there's something else I could do as well. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, so we can also do the. And afterwards, I'll have the well, please.
You need a
Oh
wood
no,
for
I've
that.
got the wood anymore. No, so I won't do the bonus point
And the grain.
and the grain.
Okay. You'll take the well instead.
But the well instead.
Which gets you a food on the next 5 rounds.
Well.
And there. And there. And there. Right, we're all done. End of the round. Workers come home. There is no harvest for those people who that matters for.
You have to pay the stone.
Yeah, 3 stone and a wood.
Recommend paying the stone for that well.
Yes.
Well, the players will come round,
Yeah.
repossess it.
Too many things happening at once.
Now I can pay grain.
You can do stuff, can't you?
To get a cow,
Food.
I would then have to slaughter, which would get me 3 food. So essentially, I can turn a grain into 3 food. But it seems stupid not to.
Right. I think that is it. I think I populated the spaces. Round 13.
Arthur, you have the rooster.
I have the rooster because I want you to go here. So plough field.
By field. And so.
And so I could arrange to get some vegetables, but it's a little bit challenging. I don't really see it.
Chrissy's popped in. Hi, Chrissy. Andy's here. And Andrew Carrison won a game of Frostpunk, apparently. Yeah. Congratulations. I've not done that yet. Do you need to feed your people at the end of round 13 and 14? Yes. Yes, both of those. Adam, how far along have I joined? Yeah, we're almost at the end. We've got 2 more rounds left, but we all have quite a lot of workers at this point. So it is going to be a bit slower than when it started. And we're all trying to optimize our actions for the... Although I don't think I'm going to be able to renovate because... Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I can. But Rob needs the reeds. You don't need the reeds. Peter needs the reeds, but Peter also needs the clay.
And you can't steal it.
No. But there isn't a lot of clay available.
Well, you can steal it by the regular method.
by going to the space and taking it, yes.
That's right. Yeah. Well, that makes me even more glad I went to the cultivation space.
Okay. Well,
Damn it.
I'm going to go for the urgent wish for children then. Since we don't need a space for them. They can live in the attic.
Well, there's 2 of the spaces I wanted, maybe 3 of the spaces I wanted gone since my last go. That's hurtful. Well, I have to say, 4 food.
Travelling players.
Lying there. And then
That's 7 food for you.
Also, I get a wooden grain. Wooden grain. Yes, wooden grain.
Got it.
Is that your grain?
No. Although it's about to be.
That's a lot of grain.
Grain's not worth as much, though, is it?
No. Yeah, as long as you've got 8, that's 4 points.
Vegetables, you really.
Okay. Who was that? That was Arthur going to the travelling players.
Yeah.
And that triggered a whole host of other stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Such as me gaining 7 food.
Where did the grain go?
It's all gone. Arthur's got it all.
I've got it all.
There you go. Have some grain.
So 1, 2, 4. Have you got any more of those times 3s? 2, but I should have got an extra one. Because of this card here, I get a grain for an unconditional sow. And then...
So is that spare?
That is spare. Now I'm going to use this one.
To bake 5 food?
To bake 5 food, yeah.
Yep.
Although I need 8 grain, don't I, to get maximum victory points. I've only got 7. So 5 food. I need a lot of food.
You'll get another grain at the end if you want. Rob?
Tricky. So I can only put cows in these.
Correct.
Yeah.
Unless you build some more fences and divide it off.
Partition, and that's requires.
Oh, it's a very nice pasture for them.
Yeah.
Whereas mine, look at them, they're packed
Yeah.
in. Got no room to move.
Intensive farming.
You
Oh,
could
yeah.
you could take the 3
Battery
wood
cows.
and then subsequent action build fences to partition that area up into 3 different
Yeah.
what are they called, pastures.
Good. But yeah.
Because although you can't take fences off, you can still add to the field. If you see what I mean.
Yeah. Sorry, being slow here.
Gives me more time to think about what I'm doing.
I just need. So how can I get as many points as I can and feed my people with 6 actions? Trying to take into account what other people might steal.
Built a major improvement, which is a stone oven. Cost me 3 stone and a clay, and I'm going to do an immediate bake bread action for food. Does that mean you have to spend 2 bread to get one? Or
No,
do
you can
that
do it
2 times?
twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully. So I'm going to do that and gain 4 food.
Okay. So, couple of choices here. I think I'm going to go to the sheep market.
And again, he's taken my space.
Reading your mind.
Well, I guess it's their relatively few.
I got all the animals, now,
Spaces
so
worth.
I'm happy with that.
All the animals.
All the animals.
All the animals are there. Well, I could do that.
Yep, I can definitely eat the cows because it's 6 cows for the maximum points, but I've got an extra 4 coming in because of my hairdryer. So I've got 3 cows spare, which is effectively 9 food. So I'm all right for this harvest. Possibly not the next one.
I think it's going to be a dead sheep or 2 shortly.
Oh, time for some lessons. Who have we got now?
Shifting cultivator.
Shifting cultivator.
Yeah. Each time you use a wood accumulation space, you can pay 3 food to plough a field.
Ah, right, okay. Which at this stage in the game is like, ooh. But that
Yeah.
costs you 1 food.
I've made the food.
All
I
right,
think,
okay.
didn't
I don't know.
I'll check.
Right. So my last action, the penultimate round, and it's either that or that or that. It's going to be the resource market because that's what the pro players do. Except they do that on turn 1. Doing it on turn 13. Right, that's me done.
We've got one guy left, haven't we? One lad or lady left. And
Oh, that's only going to cost me 1 food this turn, isn't it? Yeah. I only need to spend 7.
I will spend a food on a donkey.
Oh. Wrong game. Cattle?
Yeah. So I'm going to trade this through trickle thing down because we're going to have a harvest, right?
We are, yeah.
And then I can probably substitute it for stuff that ends up in there to give us some liquidity.
Renovation and fence building, isn't it?
It is, yes.
It's not number of tiles covered, it's the number of pastures you've got.
That's the number of pastures.
Right.
So you've got 1 pasture, which is
Right.
1 point,
Okay.
but you've also saved 6 points by
Okay.
filling 6 spaces.
So I'm going to get -4 for those.
You're going to get -4. I'm going to get -3. Peter's going to get... See, I don't think a stables on a space counts as a filled space.
Oh, I think it does.
I think it does.
Okay, 2 to 1. I'm just remembering it from 10 years ago, so...
Wishful thinking.
No, I just got that in my head for some reason.
Well, as Peter would benefit from that, I think it doesn't.
Yeah, so
No, I think it does actually.
It just says each unused space.
Monkey,
Okay.
Monkey Unit says it does, but I don't know if it's a response to that question.
That's all right. I think you might be right. For some reason, I just got that in my head. I don't know where I got that in my head.
I'm like 95% sure.
A stable in a field doesn't count as a stable for stable scoring. Ah, that's it. Yeah, it needs to be fenced in, but it still
Alright.
counts as a used space. Thank you. Yeah, so you don't score for the stable unless it's fenced in.
That I can believe.
Effectively, a stable gets you 1 point either way. If it's fenced in, you get a point. If it's not fenced in, you save a point. You don't get a point for the stable, but you don't get the -1 for the thing. So effectively, it's 1 point wherever it is.
I think I need to go.
This is the last action, isn't
This
it?
is my last action.
Yeah, Paul took all the good ones.
I
I
did.
need to go here.
Rooster for the last round.
Yeah.
That means Arthur's last. The last round of the game. Are you playing a thing?
So if I play a food,
A minor improvement.
a minor improvement. Am I still in the wooden house? Yes. I can play a wooden shed.
Which means you can't renovate.
This card can only be played by a major improvement action,
Oh, okay.
but it provides room for 1 person. But I'm maxed out already, so no, I don't. Oh, I could play. No, I can't play those because they're. No, so I can't. I'm not.
Okay,
Playing, I'm
So you
not
just took the rooster.
playing. Yeah, just took the
Right.
chicken.
So people come home. One of these is a newborn. Right. Harvest first.
So take stuff out of field, that means.
And I get a cow because that's before the harvest.
you might get one of those.
Or no. I get a cow for my special
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I harvest 2 grain because I've
I've
got
just killed 2 cows.
side work.
Okay.
No, not yet. We just need to go through it in order because
Sorry.
otherwise mistakes might be made.
Right, I've done my
So we've done the harvest.
Yeah.
Right, feeding the people.
You
I've just killed 2 cows, which
A
gives me
sheep.
6 food,
The sheep just died.
and I need to spend 1.
5.
5, 6, 7. Oh, I need to kill
10.
another sheep. Okay, another sheep dies. So that's 6, 7, 8.
Okay, and then breeding. Oh, there's some stone got in with the pigs. So I get a pig, sheep, and a cow.
A sheep and pig. Pig, please.
Well, mine breed, but they instantly lose their offspring, and that doesn't get me any food. So,
Yeah,
Oh,
shame.
well, I suppose I could have killed
Kill a
that
cow.
one,
And then
Yeah.
and then
and then-
those 2 can breed.
yeah.
So that one can be killed for 3 food.
Yeah, and then you get it back.
and then I get it back.
Yep.
So yes,
Right.
just
So we've done all of that.
a different mechanism.
Last round of the game. You get that. I get that. We have the round 14 card. Time to 1 there. 2 there. 3 there. Right, clay. 2 there, 1 there. Stone. 1 there, 1 there. Reed. 1 there. Sheep. Pigs. Cattle. Fish. Travelling players. Off we go, final round of the game. Anybody in the chat know who's won?
Not with me.
We're doing pretty early then.
There will be people who've probably mathed out exactly what's going to happen. I've got my own ideas, who I think's won. But let us know in the chat what you think.
So I'm going to renovate, which costs me 1
1 reed.
reeds. It
4
costs
clay.
me, would have been 4 clay, but because I've got this, I can replace exactly 2 clay with 1 wood.
Nice.
So 2 clay, 1 wood.
4 clay rooms.
And then I'm going to
Did I
do
get some
fences.
food at the start of this round?
I'll give you the food.
Oh, you did.
Here he goes with the fences. Can't build the fences around a room.
I just thought it would make the house look
The
a bit more.
aesthetics,
No, the
yeah.
house would look a bit more rural. I thought that would just maybe add to its value.
Do you want to do your turn, Rob, while Peter's building his fences?
So that's 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Nine, 10.
What do you do?
Took wood.
Oh,
2,
right. Do we grab the 5th worker? I mean, it's 3 points.
12.
I think we do. I'm going to go here.
I'll stop looking at that space then.
I'm also going to start killing things in here ready for the food phase.
Okay, I'm going to go here. I'll power field, and I need to do a bit of jiggery pokery, which I can do at any time prior
Sorry,
to this.
I need to grab.
So I'm going to
That.
kill the pig.
So I need to
2 food.
I need to spend 4 food
I'm going
anytime by the top.
to do that.
So just, is it worth checking? Is there any prohibition on using the grocer multiple times per round? Because
What does it say?
It says pile the following goods on the
Yeah.
card in order, blah blah blah. At any time,
Yeah.
you can buy the top good for 1 food.
Yeah.
So I can use it 4
You-
times.
Yeah.
Spending 4 food.
Use it 7 times if you want.
Well, I don't think I want to do that. But
I need
is it worth it? I guess I get a vegetable out of it.
4 food.
Do I really want to do that? If I have no vegetable, it's painful, isn't it? Yeah, actually, yes, I do. All right, so so I only have 3 food. So at any time, I'll kill a sheep for 3 food. That makes 4 food. Where's the food tray gone? Oh, yeah. It's over there. That gives me 4 things out of there. Then I'll do the planting thing. There we go. That was it. Sorry, took a while.
Yeah, Arthur got the extra workers early and got 2 of them quite early.
Do you think I want to do?
Yeah, I think you have as well.
Not doing badly. I'll do that.
Especially if you're going to renovate into a stone house.
See.
It's an extra 4 points.
These things in the wrong order, really. But
It's painful feeding people this round.
So there's a renovation space there and there's a renovation space there. I mean, I can't renovate now because I don't have enough stuff. Have you got a way of renovating and replacing the stone?
Renovating and replacing.
Yeah, because you need 4 stone to renovate.
Correct. Yeah.
And you don't. Have you got a card in play that allows you to renovate at a cheaper cost?
No.
No.
You needed this one. Frame builder.
Right.
You could replace 2 stone with 1 wood. So you're going to have to get an extra.
And you can't renovate because you need 4 stone.
I need 4 stone and there's only 3 available.
But you can't renovate on your next turn.
Not on my next
And
turn,
Rob,
no.
you can't renovate on your next turn. Right. I'm going here. Decision made.
So where did you go? So you took the
I
class,
took the claim.
clearly intending to renovate on your.
Yes. Having worked out openly that nobody else can go on that space
Before you.
before me. Yep.
It's because you took the pro resource market earlier on. That's what's done it.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That got me the read, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
I think they should rename this to just win the game.
Yeah.
Or not. Or not.
Unless another person is a pro player as well.
Right, and the only other renovation space is that one, is it?
Yeah.
Which is occupied.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we won't look at doing that then. We'll revert to a different plan. A different plan will be that plan.
The right mindset. Right.
So I shall go here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a person?
It is. 1 food for an occupation.
And food.
Still getting occupations being played.
How homekeeper. Exactly 1 clay or stone room in your house can hold an additional person if it is adjacent to both a field
Mm-hmm.
and a pasture.
Right. Which means you can grow your family.
Yep. That's 3 points. So
It's 3 points.
of course I was hoping to do both.
Nah.
Spend a food
With an extra 1.
to get an extra one.
2 sheeps.
Thank you very much.
I'm not having all the animals, are they? Never mind.
2 pigs there.
Yeah. I think it's better to feed my guys, isn't it? Because I can use those.
Each one of those is 1 food.
Yeah, so that's 6. That's all I need. So getting pigs.
Yeah, pigs denies me as well. So I was going to take the pigs.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'm going to renovate first. So I spend the reed. I spend 1, 2, 3 clay. And I turn my nice house into a playhouse. 3 points. Right, Arthur.
So I need an extra person. There's 2 places we can get that.
That gets you to play a minor improvement as well.
Yeah. Is that mandatory?
Nope.
So I don't particularly want to. I don't think. These are unplayable, aren't they?
I love some of these cards. They're great.
Hmm.
The art's nice.
I've got this big country card, which I planned to. You can only play it when all your farmyard spaces are full. And then when you play it, for every round left in the game, you immediately get 1 point and 2 food. And it's like, if you can rush to get it filled early and then play this, I don't know when the earliest time you could fill it is.
Okay.
You go around the outside
So-
fences.
So this is optional, right? We
That is optional. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do that. Because
Has anybody played the big country card in the game? And
22
how well have you
fences.
done with it?
22 fences would do it.
22 fences would fill that, would it? You've only got 15.
Okay.
And
I'll
that is a
take-
limited supply.
I'll take another cow.
Can't have another cow.
There are only
where's
multiple.
all the cows?
Where's all the cows gone?
No, it's 18. It's 18, but you've only got 15.
You've only got 15. We're out of cows.
Is that
So
possible?
what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 wood. I'm just going to put the wood in there
That's cows.
as cows.
They're like concrete cows, but they're not wood.
Yeah. Just use
It
1.
costs me a food.
Never notice. It's in disguise. In fact, I've got a spare cow. Actually, I've miscalculated this. I'm gonna get rid of that cow that looks like a piece of wood. for 3 food. So I actually only need 1 food. Yeah, because I'm about to get an extra cow and then an extra cow, which is the 6 that I need to get the 4 points. Awesome. I go to the resource market.
Who goes it?
Mine, so how many works left? So.
So Peter went first, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys down.
I've got 3.
I've got 3.
So I basically need a food to feed my people. And I don't think anything else is. Oh no, it is. Is it? So the day labourer, if I go there, I can get a vegetable, but I don't need the vegetables. So I've actually got a slight excess of food now. Arthur, you've only got 1 person left.
I have.
That's not going to matter. I'll tell you what I could do. Is that going to help? That turns my 1 grain into 3 grain, which is still only 1 point. So that doesn't get me anything either. Yeah, I don't think anything here actually gets me anything. So just for a laugh, we'll use the resource market. Pro play.
Last guy.
There you go.
At any time, grain can be turned into 1 grain can be 1 food.
Yes.
A bit short of food. Mind you, I've probably got more grain than I could possibly use.
So just a major improvement. Could I have done something with a major improvement?
That is way more.
It
Food.
maxes out at 8.
Yeah, so that's why. So I'll probably eat a lot of grain because there's no point having that excess of grain. You only need 8, yeah.
What's
So-
that, grain?
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
so
eight
effectively
or more grain is 4
So
points.
that's 4 food, 5 food. So I need to find another 4 food ideally, which I could obviously chop things up for. Or
You can chop up 1 boar if you've got. No, you can't. You can't cook boar, can you?
no, I can cook sheep though.
You can sheep and cows, but not boar.
I don't want to cook the cow.
Interesting. Wonder why that is.
Obviously, no.
The
pigs
Oriental
allowed.
fireplace
Just
will not cook pigs.
allow a fireplace.
Is that I was going to say? we got our.
Which how made it's not that uncommon, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm tempted to spend that 1 food because there's only 1 food. Go here and have another cow. Where are that cows? A wooden cow. Okay,
Wooden cow.
fair enough. Stands up this one. I think we're done. Are you?
Last action of the game. Off we go.
I was going to go there. Thank you, Arthur.
I'm glad to have inconvenienced you when you nicked starting player and ruined my last.
Nobody got a stone house.
No, well, you did work to diligently prevent me. But I mean, to be honest, like if I prioritised it the previous turn, I could have.
You could have done it. Yeah. I needed to do
I
that
had
for
other
3 points. I think.
priorities.
I've done it, but I've got a stone oven instead, which is worth the same.
3 points.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything I can do that gets me a point. The only thing I can do,
I'm going to go and get a pen.
vegetable. I've got a maxed out on vegetables. So you don't get anything for vegetables beyond
Beyond
obviously
4.
You've got 4.
Correct.
So I might as well just make sure I've got enough food by
Mhm.
taking. I'll take 7 food.
Oh yeah.
2.
You got to spend a wood though, haven't you, for that extra?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I do. You're right. Yeah. So I don't need them anyway. I'll just take them 2. The harpooner can just sit and smoke his pipe.
Who went first? You did, didn't you?
Oh.
Yes, I think I did. It was a long time ago.
So we got to do the final harvest, haven't we?
We do.
Yeah.
So harvest
So
first.
take stuff out of fields.
Put stuff in fields. Still counts for victory points. Then feeding, which for me is, well, people come home, is 9 food.
So how many grain do I need? 8 of it. 8.
Which is all of this.
So that is 4 food.
Okay, and then breeding.
6,
Oh, and at the start of the harvest, I get a hairdryer.
Is there a spare cow?
Just use a wood.
All right, thanks.
3, 6.
We've all got lots of
7,
cattle.
8, 9, 10. 5. Yeah. Well, 1 food back, whatever it's worth.
Right. So,
What's on breeding? I can have a pig and a cow, please.
units like you can just sow and grow 2 veg. Who could have done?
Yeah, but the veg wouldn't have got me anything, so I maxed out at 4.
You maxed out at
and
4.
I maxed out on grain as well.
Okay.
So I didn't bother.
Yeah, 9 food for me because a worker that you get on that turn counts as a newborn and it only costs you 1. So it's 2 for each of my workers plus 1 for the newborn. Hence 9.
And then we feed after.
Right. Are we all fed?
Yep.
Are we all bred?
Yep.
Right then, points. So first of all, field tiles. What does it class as field tiles?
Not
The
pastures.
ploughed.
Ploughed fields. Ploughed fields,
They're fields, aren't they? Yeah. Right, Arthur,
which is worth
3 points. Peter,
3 points. I got 4. I got 5.
you got 5.
Sorry,
4 points.
4 points.
Rob,
1.
Okay.
you've got 2, so you get 1 point. I've got 3, so I get 2 points. Right, pastures. Arthur, you have 4 pastures, which is 4 points. Peter,
I've got 2 pastures.
2 points.
2,
Rob,
2 pastures.
you got 2 pastures, 2 points. I've got 4 pastures, 4 points. Right, grain. Arthur,
8.
for 4 points. Peter,
4 points.
4 points. Rob,
2, 1.
2, which is 1 point. I have 1, which is 1 point. Vegetables,
2, which is 2.
which is 2 points. Peter,
4, which is
4, which is 4.
points.
0.
Rob, 0, which is -1. And I've got 4, which is 4. Right, sheeps.
1 sheep, sadly.
1 sheep, which is 1 point.
They suffered greatly in that last.
3 sheep,
thanks
which
to
is
Arthur, which is 1
1
point.
point. Which is -1. I've got 4 sheep, which is
2 points.
2 points. Wild boar.
6.
Interesting, they're called wild boar on here and pigs there.
Well, they're being domesticated. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be wild anymore, should they?
So 6, which is 3 points.
1, which is
1,
1
which
point.
is 1 point. 3, which is 2 points. And I have 3, which is 2 points. Cattle,
I have 3 cows. One of them might be wood.
which is 2 points.
2.
Yeah.
What cows are there?
They are. The bracket is slightly lower down.
Oh, so I didn't need 3 cows.
You didn't.
Mind you, I don't think I could have optimised it because if I slaughtered
6,
a cow,
which is 4 points.
6 cows, which is 4 points. Rob,
4 cows.
4 cows, which is 3 points. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows, which is 4 points. Unused farmyard spaces.
1.
-1,
-1.
-1,
-2.
-2, and I've got -3. Fenced stables.
None.
3.
0. No, this is not a minus if you don't have them.
So 2 points each, aren't they?
1.
No.
1 point each. I've got 3.
Got 3 fenced stables.
Yeah.
Can you have 2 stables in the same pasture?
Yep.
Can't remember that, but yeah. So 3.
0.
0.
Hmm.
I have 1.
Might not be able to in Kite Caverna.
Do you want to check?
Oh, I'll check it.
I think in Caverna you can only have 1 stables, but I can't quite remember. We'll find out. Anyway, clay
You
rooms.
You don't get... one stable per pasture doubles the capacity of that pasture. But what it doesn't do
There's an
is
example
you don't
here.
get it doubled and then doubled again.
Right, okay.
That's the rule for...
There's an example with has
Multiple stables in a... Right, okay. Clay rooms. We've all got clay rooms. So it's the number of rooms. So 4.
It does double twice.
4. It does double twice.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh.
4, 3, 3. Stone rooms, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Bar
People,
humbug.
3 points per person.
15 points.
15 points.
15 points.
15 points.
9.
9, and I got 15. Bonus points. Nobody got any bonus points. Right. I think this is going to be fairly close.
Please.
Oh, sorry, bonus points. Yes.
Except for me.
Yeah, please. Bonus.
I got 1.
So these are points on cards plus
Points
the-
on cards and
It's everything, is it?
Plus any fairies you might have collected.
7.
Yeah, but I've got
Oh yeah. So
8.
7 for your cards
and then 1 more.
and 1 more.
Somebody snaffled
I've got 3.
Rick.
3 points. Rob.
That doesn't mean anything, does it?
Now that means that the card could have potentially been worth some bonus points.
4.
Right. So I was saying, I thought it was close, and then the bonus points came in. So right,
I
Arthur.
think Arthur's just
Who we think
like
who
it.
we think has won? 7, 11, 13, 14, 17, 19, 18, 22, 37, 38, 45. Now 45, considering I said low to mid 30s was a winning score, 45 seems very
Yeah, that's not bad. You said 45. I thought, oh my god, it's that low. But I'm thinking of Caverna were 90.
Caverna, well, you want to get 90. Right, Peter, what do you think you've scored? Higher or
I've
lower than
scored-
45?
I think I've scored about 2 less than Arthur.
Okay. 4, 6, 10, 14, 15, 16, 20, 19, 22, 26, 36, 41, 44. Okay, so me saying mid 30s was a good winning score. So 44. I thought you were quite a bit further behind than that.
Yeah, I think you caught up a lot towards the end there, actually. You had a lot of empty space even two turns ago.
Right. Rob,
Don't need to have mine up.
we'll add yours up.
I could have won if I
1,
just
3,
built
4, 3,
pasture
2,
temperament.
4,
Yeah, well,
I
I
remembered.
prevented myself building a.
5,
Yeah.
8, 12, 21.
Sure.
But as you say, you haven't played it in a long, long time. Right, me. I don't think I've come anywhere. I think I've scored about 40. So, we'll see. 2, 6, 7, 11, 13, 15, 19, 16, 17, 20, 35, 36. There you go. Mid 30s is a good score. So, yeah, congratulations to you two. I was quite a way behind in the end.
Thank you very much.
45, congratulations. But 44, very,
God.
very close. So, where did you catch up with the points? Fenced Stables got you 3. Cattle got you an extra. But so Arthur was 1 point ahead in terms of that. But then you snuck ahead by 1 point in that. This was evens. Your Fenced Stables took you ahead even more. But then Arthur
More bonus
just
points,
got
yeah.
a few more bonus points.
Yeah.
So
but
it's
then
pretty
when
close.
when I built my fences, I would have had 1 point less by not enclosing that. And then instead of having 2 pastures, I would have had 4. So that would have been plus
That would have been an
2.
extra
So
point.
that would have been 1 extra point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can always look back on it and say I could have done better, but
Yeah, I mean, by the same token, I was stupid to build that there. I should have built that there. Then I could have built another.
And then you could have built another house.
yeah.
Which would have been
Right.
worth 2 points out.
Right. Before you disappear, anybody who just wanted to watch the playthrough and see who won, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, all of that stuff. But I advertise this video as a playthrough and a review because I've never done a review of Agricola, and I've played it a lot. I still stand by what I said at the start. I much prefer playing his other games, Caverna, Feast for Odin, possibly even Ora et Labora, to this.
You're talking about games that same theme because it's also Le
Games of a similar
Yeah.
farming theme.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is Le Havre and stuff like that. But just focusing on his
farming.
worker placement farming type games.
Yeah.
I much prefer Caverna. I think Caverna is a lot more fun. And I love Feast for Odin. However, I wasn't looking forward to playing this tonight because I'd actually been playing a few games on Board Game Arena recently. And after playing a few games on Board Game Arena and also playing a few games of Caverna on Board Game Arena, I kind of thought, I don't really like Agricola anymore. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I've enjoyed myself a lot more tonight playing this than I thought I would. And if there's one thing that I would like to take back is what I've been saying about this game for the last year is that I can't see me ever wanting to ever play this game again. And I'm glad I did. And I really enjoyed it. I still prefer Caverna, but I'm glad I've played this and I would play it again.
Yeah, I think the reason people like Agricola is because
The
the
cards.
cards. It's an extra dimension that you don't have really in
Not at all. Yeah.
Well, I think
in Caverna. But,
Uwe Rosenberg, with his designs, has been something of a visionary and is kind of revered in the hobby as such. I mean, if I can just mention a game which you named earlier on, before this came out, you were aware of him because of Bonanza.
Mhm.
When was Bonanza? When
Late
my
90s.
when my kids were 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we played Bonanza every night.
Right.
And that was the point at which my son understood and got the point about how important it was to be the more you trade,
Yeah.
the better the better you do.
Yeah.
So don't just trade for an advantage, trade for a disadvantage. And he learnt that point, and he's now built himself a very successful career as an economist. And I think that some of the seeds
Did
of
he
that.
trade in beans, by the way?
No, he trades in everything, but some of the there might have been a seed planted there of an
Right.
understanding about how economics works, because that he went on to do that in his career. So Uwe Rosenberg is a genius in my opinion.
Yeah.
This was if you kind of look at this as of its time, this was way ahead. I mean, this just broke new ground.
It
Didn't
did. It absolutely did.
And I like you, I thought I was never going to play it again. I own a copy and I keep it at home. I've had it since it first came out.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't going to play it again because Caverna, amazing. I prefer Caverna. Feast for Odin, oh my god, love Feast for Odin. I thought I wasn't going to play this again, but I'm so glad I did.
Are you in the same ballpark as me then?
Exactly, because I think this I've played this quite a lot of times, and a lot of the times I've played it, I haven't really enjoyed it so much because it's felt like such a kind of slog.
Yeah.
But this time it felt that much more of a joy.
It was enjoyable.
and I was sitting on your right.
And the reason why I prefer Caverna, and I think we share a similar feeling on this, is that, and I want to break a narrative here that a lot of people push, and it annoys me to some extent. There are some people in the gaming hobby who are heavy gamers, like ourselves, and we play heavy games, who think less of us because we prefer Caverna to Agricola, right? And that is a narrative that I want to stamp on, because Agricola is a tighter game. Correct. It is a more punishing game. Correct. It is much harder in Agricola for you to achieve the basics of feeding your people than it is Caverna. Correct. We're not denying that. But there are some people who push the narrative that makes this a better game. And not everybody, but that's not true. And just because we prefer Caverna to Agricola doesn't mean we're any less of gamers. So let's get that out of the way for a start. The biggest difference, as I mentioned at the start, is in Agricola, and I fell into this trap, is you do not have a way of feeding your people at the start. You have to
Build an engine.
you have to build an engine, and you have so limited actions and so limited time in the game, and you have to spend some of that time in investing in a way to generate food, which is either fireplaces, is the way that I ended up doing it in the end, or just going to the food gathering spaces. What did you get in the end? You got the
travelling players.
You had the culinary artist, which was amazing, but you also had the stone oven.
Yes.
And the cooking hearth. So you got both the oven and the cooking hearth, and you were doing a bit of baking bread. You weren't converting that many animals,
No, I didn't.
but you got a point for that.
Yeah. I didn't really
Um,
use them very much. to be
but
honest.
that culinary artist was really good.
Yeah.
Peter, your main way of generating food
Well,
was
remember turn 1, I did the pro move.
the pro move, resource market.
Because that I didn't know it was a pro move at the time. It was just like that was all that was left. But I did. I took that piece of stone, which was the only one in the game at the time,
Got you the clay
allowed
oven,
me to build the clay oven,
and suddenly,
which allowed
yeah.
me to do the baked bread action. And because I also had there was synergy with my scythe worker, and also with I think the scythe worker was all I had at the time, and the clay oven, which meant that I was getting extra grain,
Yeah.
which I could then use to bake bread, which I had food coming in.
Yeah.
So that was the solution to my food problem.
And Arthur, you got your extra workers a lot earlier than the rest of us. And,
I did.
And your generation of food was the Oriental fireplace.
I was slaughtering sheep like there was no tomorrow.
You were, weren't you? Because you took the 4 when I was almost about to take them. I thought nobody else is going to take these
Yeah,
sheep.
they're going to store him. You thought.
And-
I
and-
can
yeah,
see.
you
I can
did.
see you were thinking that.
Yeah.
And I
But
thought,
that
they're
going back
like
to what I was saying, that's the thing. In this game,
Yeah.
you have to do that. In Caverna, that's already done for you. So in Caverna, for those people who don't know, all players have an automatic way of converting animals to food, and vegetables to food, and everything to food. And you have that at the start of the game. And what that means is you're kind of freed up. It doesn't mean that feeding your people is any less difficult. You still have to go out about doing it, but it means you can focus on doing fun stuff that allows you to build an engine in other ways rather than building that. And that's one of the ways. As I say, I'm not saying this game isn't a good game. This is a very good game. This is not a game which is, you use the phrase of its time, but it is of its time, but this is still being played now by a lot of people.
And this new version of it, which brings the components quality very, very much up to date.
I don't know whether the components are that much different than the revised version. The revised version still has these, I think.
Okay, I didn't know the revised
I
version.
think
I was
so.
just thinking of the original one.
Oh, the
which
original
just
one
cubes.
is
Oh,
just
yeah,
the cubes. Yeah, but the cubes went fairly quickly afterwards.
Okay.
I think you got the anime meeples and the veggie meeples within a year or two.
Okay.
The thing that helped me a lot was this house artist. He basically allowed me to build 2 rooms without taking out.
That was really good. Yeah. So the cards are what makes this game, and it's the thing that does set it apart from Caverna, is the fact that every time you play this game, it is going to be different. Whereas every time you play Caverna, it's the same. You've got the same board, the same layout, the same rooms, and I get that. I absolutely get that. And I think drafting the cards was fun, because otherwise you just get the 7 and you're like, okay, well, they're me 7. But the fact that we drafted them meant that I could go, oh, right, I've now taken 2 cards that trigger off building fences, and Rob just passed me another one that works for building fence, which I ended up not using in the end. It was... Oh, no, it was this one. Each time you build 1 or more fences, you can use this card to exchange 1 wood and 1 fence in your supply for 2 food and a bonus point. So I thought I got that because it's all about building fences, but it means I have to get rid of a fence from my supply out of the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
I saw that and thought, no, I don't want to do that.
But when you do that, you get 2 food and a bonus point. So I think drafting the cards is good.
Yeah.
And we use the A cards. So I've got a B deck of cards. And some people have said you should not use mix and match, because within each deck there is the right mix of stuff. And if you mix them all together, which you can do, you might end up with a bit of a skewed mix.
Yeah, except we've only addressed.
Oh, we've only, yeah, exactly.
I had an interesting journey with Agricola because I played it probably about a dozen times and kind of enjoyed it, but I always tended to get... What the problem I had with it was that the people I was playing with mostly had played it a lot more than I had.
Right.
And so I always lost.
Yeah.
I could never ever even get a toe in. I was always struggling for food, and I always thought I can just never get anywhere with this game. Then I played it about 1 million times on the app on the iPad.
Yeah.
And got used to all the cards, so I knew what all the cards were, and I got used to how the sequence of things.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I've played it physically,
since
face to face over a table, since playing it a load of times on the app. And what that leads me to think is that since playing Caverna a few times, you can play Caverna against people who've played it a lot more than you and still feel as though you're in the game.
Yes.
Whereas if this is your first or second game of Agricola and you don't, and you're playing against people who have played it a lot more, it's unlikely that you're really going to be competitive.
Right. Yeah, I mean, knowing these cards, I mean, to be honest, I didn't know the cards, but I remember back to when I played this a lot. You got to know these cards. You got to know that the Wish for Children comes out here on round... Well, it's in stage 2. The Wish for Children is somewhere within stage 2.
Yeah.
So what we used to do quite often is there was a fight for the turn order here.
Yeah, and
So that you got the first...
We were fighting, bickering over it all the way through, weren't
Yeah.
we? Between 3 of us.
Because growing your workers early is so important.
Once in the whole game I did it.
Yeah.
And the reason I did it is I knew the next card up was that one.
Yeah.
And you
which
wanted
I
that
wanted
one.
it. 'Cause I need to get some more rounds.
And on a game that was won on such a fine margin.
Yeah.
Could you do maybe like a power grid fix where you flip the top card up in advance to see what it is? Or
I don't think you need to,
No.
and especially when you get to this stage of the game, because once you've seen that one, you know what that one is,
Yeah.
and once you've seen that one, you know what that one is.
Yeah.
So once you've reached here,
Yeah.
then it isn't a problem.
There's
I mean, there is a variant, I guess, where you could reveal them all at the start of the game, so that it's all.
There's a lot of
fully open
people
knowledge.
for whom this represents board game perfection.
Yeah.
This is it doesn't get any better
Yeah.
than this.
It's actually less easy. It's easier not to reveal them because it tells you whether there's a harvest at the end of the round or not. If they were all revealed, then you'd have to keep more careful track.
Yeah.
of which
Well,
one
you'd use a counter
You'd
to
have to,
represent
yeah.
which round it is, but that's an option that you can do.
So are you going to get Uwe Rosenberg to come to GridCon? So,
I can ask him.
so we can all kind of abase ourselves at his feet.
Peter saying he was expecting this to be a 2-hour max stream. We've been going for 3 hours, but it would be 2 hours if we played it. But to be honest, we've just been playing it. We haven't been rushing it.
No.
We've been thinking. We've been chatting and stuff like
And
that.
it's been fun.
It's been fun.
I don't
Yeah,
think any of
it's
us
been
got bored, have we?
Jeffrey saying drafting is half the fun. Yep, you can build a deck out of them. Somebody suggested the draw 10 cards and keep 7 rather than drafting
Yeah, I've seen
with
that
new
too.
players, which
that
is
would
which
save
is
a bit of
another
time.
option.
That would have saved a bit of time.
Monkey Unit says there are people who start spamming the first player in round 4. Yeah, just so that they're the first to grow. Because growing.
This is round 4.
Sorry, taking it in here because that card could come out here.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's being in a position to be able to do it. It's having the 5 wood and the 2 reeds.
Yeah.
So you've got to have collected the 2 reeds, collected the 5 wood,
Yeah.
and built a house.
There's
All ready for that.
There's a
to come
very
out.
steep learning curve to be competitive against people that are already there. I think that's probably my criticism.
I think 44, 45 is quite a good score. I don't know. What are the pro scores? What are pro players getting in the game?
I think 44, 45.
I think so.
I think I've seen scores slightly higher than that in the past, but not much.
No, I think that's a pretty good score. Right, we're all done.
Yep.
That was really enjoyable.
Yeah,
So
thanks for that.
And I've got all of these loads of expansions, fairy
50
tale,
plus, 50 plus,
50
monkey
plus
unit.
on occasion with big farm, and the scores are very card dependent. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jeffrey
that
says
is
50
true.
to 60 as well. So.
Yeah, I've seen low 50s.
Right. Anyway, we're all done. Thank you to you 3 for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody for watching. And just a quick couple of things before we finish. This was a few friends playing a game. This wasn't a sponsored stream in any way. And all advertising revenue from this video and all of my videos goes to charity. So a big thank you to all of my patron supporters for funding the channel. If you like the content that I create and you want to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. Your support is very much appreciated. If you are a patron supporter, you do get access to some behind the scenes videos. This afternoon, we did a playthrough of Vienna, which is the new game in the Steffenfeld City collection that's going to be coming out, going to Kickstarter in a month or two's time. And yeah, if you're a patron supporter, you have access to that. You can watch us playing that game this afternoon. Don't worry, that video will be going public in a few weeks' time. It wasn't like a super exclusive. That was just us filming it. And tomorrow, I'm going to be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a solo playthrough of Tilatum. My patron supporters voted. I gave them 4 games to choose from, and they picked Tilatum. They picked the one that's going to take me the longest to learn with the most complicated solo mode. So thank you very much for that. I do want to try it, but I was hoping for something a bit easier. But yeah, that's coming tomorrow. And then I'll be back next week with some more content. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for watching. Take care, and we'll see you all next time. Cheers all. Bye-bye.
Bye.